Am I being heard? Can people hear me fine? If you guys don't hear me fine, it's perfectly okay. You know, today, we got this Gears E-Day to talk about. We got this Fable versus God of War. And whatever King wanted to talk about. Yeah, the Xbox outage. We got that. We got that to talk about too. It's going to be a good show today. Cog is still here. He is just out of town, so I'm hosting the podcast itself on my computer today. So be on the lookout for that. How we feeling about the thumbnail? Yo, I make the thumbnails, but I ain't gonna lie. This particular thumbnail, I liked a little bit. I was feeling it. But how we feeling about the thumbnail? What's going on? Is it yay, nay? You guys hating? It's okay if you hating. Just tell me.
Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. Feeling to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. Feeling to be your dog, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got. Nah, let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that
sick of
going.
this.
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's... Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got. Nah, let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that
sick of
going.
this.
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's... Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got. Nah, let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that
sick of
going.
this.
Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's... Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So, look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal.
What's going on, guys? So we got a lot of stuff going on today. Kind of curious where the chat's at. I am the captain now. Cog is he is out of town. He still be here for the podcast. He just won't be hosting because he's traveling right now. Whoever disliked my thumbnail, we got beef. So one of you did it. And I don't know which one. One of you did it. You should be ashamed of yourself.
They really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. I got nah, let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's... Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. I got nah, let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that
sick of
going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's... Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got. Nah, let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do
Don't
is-
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep
super
that going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. Feeling to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's. Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got. Nah, let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do
Don't
is-
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that
super
going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. Feeling to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's. Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got. Nah, let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do
Don't
is-
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that
super
going. Keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. Feeling to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's. Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And headers be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got nah, let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do
Don't
here.
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep that,
nervous.
keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's... Whew. I'ma just chill and watch them and eat snacks in the attic. I wanted to chill with the pack and be like a young wolf, but then they would mistake me for addict. If I can imagine it's cool to give you some advice, then invite your girl to your squadron. Cause if you don't give her that option, you gon' be single player like Sovereign. You gon' get tossed in the bushes by King David. Royalty and not a pretender. Detrimental to an elemental, what's an avatar to a knee bender? I gotta be me though. I know it's my destiny, word to Cognito. Who cares if you fly, if you still a mosquito? You swear you ain't stunting, but really be Steve-O. You like to collect stuff and that's cool, but I got bad news. Even if you really was that dude, King David still be the king of the statues. Since a juvenile, I've been cursed with a curse to be musical. And if you hate it, we'll meet in the crucible. Other than that, then it's cool and it's beautiful. We let you know that your dreams are pursuable. Whatever you wanna do, then it's doable. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day. Woo. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day.
We are live.
No, it's the desktop. It's just
Well,
You got
we're
to fix your
definitely
phone.
we're definitely hot. Just saying.
Hot as hell. We hot as hell. Yo, tell me why I had a dream, right? Now I don't know if I should say this dream because this dream was wild bugged out. But all right, so I had this dream, and the dream is crazy. I guess I was a video game editor or something like that. But I was putting up reviews, and I had a review for Final Fantasy VII, the old school one, right? It was like I was working for. Thank you, my love. It was like I was working for what was that magazines that we used to mess with, Solve?
Game Fan, EGM.
Yeah, it was like Game Fan or EGM. It was like one of those, right? And I put up my review, but somebody had texted me, and it was like, "Yo, King, is that you? Why? Tell me why." And I don't know. I got to figure out what this dream means. Tell me why I'm butt naked in this dream, right? Not butt, but like from the waist down naked, but I had my shirt on. I had like
this would go down the moment Cog's not here.
good for him. Good for him. Right. So I had my shirt on, and it's like, but I was gaming with nothing on. I've never done that. I don't do that. That's not my thing. Right. But that the video is up. And why was the video attached to my review? So I'm panicking in my dream. So I go through the magazine, and the magazine is like, the magazine is good. I'm like, it's just a YouTube. It's just a YouTube, not the YouTube, the website. So I run to the website, and it's already like 1,000 comments under the the video. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm panicking in my dream. So I wake up, and instead of saying never game without any underwear, I said, I'm gonna review games, but I just got to make sure I keep my pants on. don't know what the dream meant, but that shit made me wake up. And I looked at the time and I was like, oh, it's almost 1 o'clock. Let me hurry up and get downstairs. That's what got me up.
Ridiculous.
Absolutely got me up. But I was just like, wow, what a dream. What a dream. Insane. Insanity. But absolutely insanity.
What's going on, you guys? We got today. Don't expect all the crown jewels, okay? Like
You're not gonna give me my intro?
Nah, we ain't doing no intro.
So then why the hell are you hosting?
I don't. Then go, King.
I'm the host?
Yeah, go.
You want me to host?
Go.
Oh my God, I wasn't ready for this. Oh my God. That's what this dream was. I got caught my pants down. I didn't know. All right, guys. Well, listen, welcome to the realm. If it's your first time finding the realm, we are here for you. We go out and gather the news. We come back and deliver the news. We talk about the news in such an epic way that you will love how the news is delivered. I want to welcome you to Iron Lords Podcast. And on Iron Lords Podcast, we are a team of 4 that go for more. We get that, and we are ready to score. We got Addict at the point. Now, I know you're going to sit there and say, he's a white guy, but he can jump and he can shoot. He's the Larry Bird of the group. I want to give a shout out to my man, Addict. Addict, how was your week? What's going on? Talk to me.
Doing pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I like that. I like that. I'm simmering in that right now, man.
That's right.
It's energizing me, man.
Soak it up.
It's like I'm a rechargeable battery that you put in your bathroom.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Why the battery is in the bathroom, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good week. I played
Spider-Man yet?
Yes, I saw Spider-Man.
See my Spider-Man mask? I went in a whole Spider-Man suit.
That would have been funny. I wish I was there.
You would have loved it. I'd have made sure that you had a Spider-Man suit too.
Actually, I ain't gonna lie. Like the hat and the suit that you had looked pretty good. Yeah.
So I brought it to Snuggie.
How many people in the chat watched it? Don't worry, we ain't gonna talk about it. I'm just curious how many people actually
no spoilers,
watched
bro.
that phenomenal movie. That's all I'm gonna say.
10
phenomenal.
out of 10. It's probably the best Spider-Man movie made, in my opinion. As a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man fan, right? I just really want to express that because I do love the Amazing Spider-Man.
Considering how much that movie's already made, a consistent amount of people has already watched it multiple times. So
I plan on going to see it again today.
I may go see it Tuesday. I don't know.
Yeah, I got to see Odyssey in IMAX though. I have to see that in IMAX before it leaves the theater.
Yeah, so I watched that. Been playing a game, finished it. It's for embargo.
Okay.
I've seen people break that embargo and say what game it is. I don't do that.
You can't even say the game that you're playing.
I see too many people saying it, but I'm not gonna risk it to say it. Like it's not in the embargo. There's no social media in the embargo,
okay.
So I'm not gonna just go out openly and say it. If people in the comment section guess it, that's on you. I'm not confirming or denying anything. But yeah, so got that going out here.
But you did play that Gears though.
Yes, I played the Gears, and we will be talking about that. Cog will be here momentarily.
Okay, that's what's up.
He's
Where is he at? He's on the undisclosed the location.
Yeah, what's funny is people are going to like. Every time Call goes somewhere, they're like, "Oh, Xbox flew him out somewhere."
Yeah, Xbox ain't fly his ass down no place.
The Xbox flew him somewhere.
When it's my turn, I'll do that. So you can't talk about the game that you're playing, but you did got Gears, and we do have that as a subject. Have you played any more Buckshot Roulette?
No, I haven't.
I think that game is horrifyingly, and I'm addicted to it, bro.
So the other topics, King, is we got God of War versus Fable, and we got Xbox Live Outage. Well,
you should have put Xbox Live and PlayStation Outage because they were both outed back to back.
Sure, I don't care.
Because it's that goes more into this whole.
Well, I was going to put console outage, but gaming outage or something. But I was told it was an Xbox topic, and it was your topic, so I didn't want to like
step
intervene
on
and
me. Oh, nah, you
change
can do that.
your topic's name. So.
Nah, you know how I was gonna do. I was gonna blame it on PlayStation. They went first. You know how it goes. You know how
I mean, there's plenty of time. There's plenty
I
of
got
time
that.
to do that.
You know I run it up on him.
We do have a couple super. I don't know what happened to Saul. I'm assuming he'll be back. He's been having some issues with his internet here lately. We got
'Cause he ain't wearing suits. That's
Buns
why.
392. What's the crack, boys? Well, I see Sony's love to kill its own brand. All Xbox needs to do is not copy Sony, and Halo going to PS5. What a waste of time. Completely agree with you. That was the worst part about that game. It was on PlayStation. Hector, the Macho Man with the $5 super chat. I guess PS Network's down last week isn't important enough, but Xbox Live is though. I don't understand because the guys on the blue side don't play games.
Don't worry about it, Hector. I got you. We're gonna get them too.
We got a $2 super chat from Don Otaku. Spider-Man Brand New Day was peak.
Yep. Yo, you're right, Don. Let me tell you, man, it felt so good walking in the movie theater wearing my Spider-Man suit. Like, the only thing I regret, I didn't have Shorty with me. I would have definitely took Shorty with me. But you know, he was at home and I told him how the movie was. So when I go to the movies tonight, I gotta take him with me. I'm gonna charge him up. He lights up, he does a whole bunch of things. But man, everything about that movie was super fan service, but they didn't skip out and just give you fan service. They gave you an actual really good story. I think Tom Holland has superseded all the other Spider-Mans before him, even Tobey Maguire, who was the foundation. I love Garfield's Spider-Man. I love how Garfield looked as Spider-Man. I thought his Spider-Man costume himself, as how he portrayed it and how he hunted at Spider-Man, was peak Spider-Man. But I thought Tobey's Peter Parker was peak Peter Parker, you know. And I just think Tom Holland has found out how to merge the two characters and form that synergy that is necessary when it comes to comic book movies. And Marvel really hit the nail on the head with this pick. I mean, Kevin Feige and what's that woman's name? Amy Pascal. They really picked the good character in this. Did you know that the guy that plays the Punisher, and Tom Holland, both were hired at the same time, and they was both congratulating each other, or were both bigging each other up when they was going for their respective roles?
Yeah, I was watching a video on TikTok, and it was actually showing that the Punisher knew Tom Holland before he became Spider-Man.
Yeah, they both knew each other before they became the characters.
They did another movie, and apparently he practiced his lines on him before he got the role.
That's dope, right? Isn't that crazy dope how it's all full circle? And Punisher's in this movie. I'm not taking anything away. This is in the trailers, guys. Punisher's in the movie, which was really cool to see. And the Hulk is in the movie, which plays a huge role in comic books because the Hulk interacts with Spider-Man on many occasions inside the Marvel universe. It was just a really good week. Now, what is going to be going missing in the movie theaters, which is probably out of the movie theaters, is Motor City, which I felt that everybody should go check out. And because it's sandwiched in between our two colossuses of movies when it comes to the Odyssey and now Spider-Man, which is the juggernaut of the current movie stream. But Addict, did you finish your intro so I can intro Solve?
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's been a crazy thing. Right now, TTS isn't working. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to handle that while you guys talk.
All right. So now, starting as our shooting guard, coming in from the point, who handles the catch, but he could bust that. Hey, yo, you know what it is. My man hits it from the corner, hits it from the key, and it's not hard to see as he gets down on the court. He's on point, and Steph Curry ain't got nothing on thee. I give you my man that's here, Sovereign.
I like it. I like it.
Yes, sir. Off the dome, son. Off the dome. Let's go.
I hit it from all angles.
That's what we talking about. Let them know, son.
Just don't let me dribble. I can't dribble to save my life.
Pop and pull. Pop and pull.
That's right. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Yeah, I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've not been here. My apologies to everyone. 2 weeks ago, there was a family emergency, like right before the show that, of course, Uncle Brian has to handle. So that was that for me. And then last week was actually a planned absence that I went to see Les Mis in concert. So again, that was something that I had planned already, but unfortunately the week prior, something happened. So that was 2 weeks in a row that I was not in. So I apologize. Also, I'm apologizing for myself and for Cog because we never expected to have to wear our old costumes again. And when King came out and said, "Ha, gotcha," we were not prepared.
Oh,
And
once we get back from Germany, we're gonna figure something.
Yeah,
out
we got you. No, we'll get the same ones if you want. We'll get even worse ones if you want. I don't care.
But hold up. We do.
We have the other stuff ready for y'all.
We do have our costumes, sir.
Yeah, we do. We all do.
So Addict is showing his Scooby Doo. I mean his
Oh no! Don't show anything.
Oh no! I'm showing the packaging. I ain't putting it on.
Okay.
They know what we're gonna be. But you see how small his package is? Pause. This dude always gets me the
There
premium.
was no other one. What did you want? You're a big dude and you need a onesie. It's a literal onesie.
Yo, it's dope because that Spider-Man onesie that I put on to go see Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Did you see Spider-Man Brand New Day yet?
Yes, sir. Yesterday. Caught it with the boys.
So
yes.
what is your ranking on Spider-Man Brand New Day? Like out of all the Spider-Man movies?
It's fantastic. Out of all Spider-Man movies, I think for me, 2 is still a GOAT. I think 2 is just, as an old school Spider-Man comic guy,
yeah,
Raimi's interpretation was always a little more campy, but a little more sort of very much pulled from the pages of the comics. Yeah. And I just think that story is just so perfect and heartfelt and goes to the core of why Spider-Man is who he is, the sacrifices and the loss that he has to experience to truly be Spider-Man. And in that one, fleeting moment where he does get what he wants, but the sacrifices that go along with that, I always think that that's a perfect encapsulation of what that character is. That said, the last 2 Tom Holland movies, for me, kind of fall in that sort of maybe number 2 and number 3, in that they're very heartfelt. He's always been very good at getting to the heart of Peter, and he's gotten progressively better at the jokester Spider-Man aspect of it. I think Brand New Day in terms of action is some of the best action we've seen. I thought finally, bringing in the Punisher. Shang-Chi
guy.
Yeah. Bringing in Punisher, a character that was always a Spider-Man character, into this world now. I thought was awesome. I thought the characterization of Frank was great. Some people are kind of pissed that he seems softer in this movie, but again, Spider-Man is right. It's a Spider-Man movie, and Spider-Man has always been a character that has been able to kind of level off Frank a little bit, right? Like, it's always been that. So I thought that was perfectly sort of shown in the movie. For me, I have to rewatch No Way Home to see if this is either number 2 or number 3 for me. But it's Spider-Man 2, Brand New Day, and No Way Home sort of vying for 2 and 3, and then 4 is the original Spider-Man with Tobey, and then probably Homecoming. And then again, 3 gets to the back.
I have to be honest, and I don't know if it's because of the nostalgia from the Spider-Man with 3 and then No Way Home, but I still put that over this one, and I think that's the reasoning is just because I grew up with those Spider-Mans, so seeing all of them on the same screen meant a lot, like a lot.
Well,
So
yeah, it meant a
I'm
lot.
a huge Incredible Hulk fan, so
Yeah. What did you? Okay, King. What did you think of Hulk here? Right, I didn't hear your take on what did you think of Hulk.
I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I thought, thank God.
Okay,
That's it. Yeah,
right.
my whole thing was thank
Yeah.
God.
we're gonna
that's
move on from
Yeah.
that conversation.
I don't want to spoil anything, but thank God.
Definitely go see it. Go see it. If you were somebody who was disappointed by Supergirl, which I wasn't. I didn't think it was. I thought maybe it was boring in parts, but I thought she played a good Supergirl. But again, I don't follow Supergirl that way.
I think James Gunn has pigeonholed himself and his directing in this Guardian of a Galaxy type of
So he didn't direct this one though, right?
But he had a heavy guard. You can see the
right. So it feels like people want to follow that sort of tone, right?
Yeah.
I actually I like Supergirl.
And see, and this is the thing. You're gonna have individuals that like Supergirl, and that's the super casuals, right? That are so far removed from the character that it told a decent superhero movie. But then you have the people that are the hardcore that's going to push the machine and evangelize your product, that felt ostracized and felt minimized when it comes to who the essence of the character is. And then you just added one of the most iconic anti-heroes in the film, and you made him a punchline, right? You made him a serious cameo that could have been more intricate and integral to the story. I just felt that it was missed opportunities, especially with going with a drunkard Supergirl. And the fact that you made sure that the key core to this and the actress evangelized this language.
I think
this is not a movie about love, and there's no love, and she didn't need a Superman to come save her in this film. I think language like that doesn't do the film good. I think it doesn't bring in new watchers. I think kind of ostracized a lot of people. So sometimes language around a film can actually destroy the film's growth, I feel, but I didn't think it was a good script.
And I also feel that's the best I've ever seen in like a movie that showed how vulnerable kryptonites can be. Like that was probably the best thing that movie did, was show you. And that chick did not care either. She would just, I can't do nothing. I don't have my powers here.
It was kind of messed up when she got the kryptonite. My thing was with the dog, man. My love was with the dog. When the dog got hurt, I think I would I would circle the universe to save my dog as well. So
so that's definitely not out of line. Where as a recent dog owner, I get it, bro. Bro, don't mess with my dog, man. Don't mess with my dog.
now you get John Wick. Now you get John Wick on that level.
Yeah, bro. Man. I mean, I've just never owned a pet, right? So I understand how people feel, but it was never that close to home. But bro, no. Yeah, no. You gonna die. You mess with my dog.
Yep. So, John Wick style.
Yeah. So let me see what else.
What else?
So gameplay. Yeah, so I've been playing. I should have been on the campaign involved review with my brothers here, but it wasn't what was not meant to be timing wise. But I'm be honest. I think I was apart from Addict. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it for the most part. I thought the prequel missions, they felt like Halo. I know some of the criticisms about the characters and stuff like that. I don't really care about that. I think, to me, once you see that permeating, for me, it's a culture thing. And when it comes to like 343/Halo Studios, there is absolutely a need to change and rejuvenate that culture over there, 100%. But at the end of the day, like, I care about how the game looks, how the game plays, and it looked like Halo. It looked like pretty Halo, and it played like Halo. Were they necessary? Nah, not really. It was you kind of showing the first instances of Sergeant Johnson with the chief, talking about him as a kid, like, this kid's good, this, that, and the other. And then when you go into the game proper, then you've already jumped a couple of years, right? The war's been going on for a minute, and he's well aware, or he's taking orders from Chief. You know what I mean? So yeah, when it comes to that stuff, I thought it was fine.
I don't know that the lore of that game is Chief above Master Johnson. I
don't know. I guess like it would.
I think he took orders from Chief in the matter of I got to listen to you to stay alive, but I don't think like in terms of rank, I don't think Master Chief outshot him. Like,
okay,
I think on the battlefield, I don't know. I think on the battlefield, Chief is
the point.
He's the point. But
well, there's a difference between. Well, people are saying he did outrank him, but there's a difference between like, that your dude gonna keep you alive and like being out in some area. Like, there's a difference between those two.
Yeah. So when it comes to, the, Combat Evolved proper remake, like what I've played of it so far, I think looks good, man. I think they've done a good job with Unreal 5. Like, I don't know, honestly, I'm running it on super high-end hardware, so I'm not having issues, performance-wise. I think it looks great, runs great. Lighting is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm not one of those, and I'm going to say this, I've seen some criticisms of this game that I feel are unfair. When it comes to, I feel like a lot of the hardcore fan base, or some of the let me not say a lot, some of the hardcore fan base holds a gun to the back of this franchise's head in having to adhere to what a 25-year-old game did that was ostensibly made by a different studio did. And when I look at it side by side, I'm like, it doesn't, like, the granularity and the minutia with which some of this criticism accompanies is like, it just feels like bad faith. It almost feels it feels like the fanboyism is gone to, or the fandom for the game has gone a little bit too far. You know how you hug something too close and you suffocate it, and you think that it's for the best of it, but it's not. I've heard some like, oh, the lighting here is not the same. It looks worse. I'm like, I
have no problem with the lighting.
I'm like, the pacing is different. I'm like, it's a 25-year-old game being remade.
I felt like almost every aspect of that game was better than the original.
100%. So when you hear people saying like, you should just play the old one, I don't get that. And to me, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like that discourse only does harm. And I know you're trying to be critical, but I think there's a point where you can be too close to something. And what you're saying about it, it just comes off like hate. Like, honestly, a lot of the criticism felt like just, you know what? I don't care about this franchise unless it goes back into Bungie's hands. And short of a miracle, that's not going to happen.
And acting like Bungie would make the same Halo they made 20 years ago.
And that's the thing as well. And it's just not that. So to have this game be beholden to the standards of that old game that is, again, at this point, it's a 25-year-old game, but it's built on 30-year-old tech. They were working on this game for a long time, and they changed it from an RTS to a first-person shooter. So to me, it's like it's just not fair. It's not fair to do that. And when you do that to this extent where it's like, I don't recommend it based on my own personal biases about Halo 1, I don't think it does anything for the conversation to me.
You should have seen the war I had. Well, it wasn't really a war with King and Cog on how that game looked compared to the Master Chief Collection one.
I don't get that. I don't get that one, bro.
But it is what it. I like the upgrades for Unreal Engine 5. I love the smoking essence. I love all the bells and whistles, the stuff that we are afforded with this engine. This engine, the nanites and all that other stuff is beautiful. The lighting is incredible. It's just something to do with the Master Chief Collection that has a sharpness to it that is there. I think Unreal Engine 5 right now has a softness to it, and it could be the machine that I'm playing on. You're playing on the machines that we all have.
But this is the thing,
But
right?
we haven't,
This is the thing, though.
used
I think what
utilize
what people have to remember about lighting, modern lighting,
it. Mhm.
softness indicates that it's
working
more
well.
advanced. It's
Yeah,
more
exactly.
advanced, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. When you have like these harsh cuts in light and this harsh sort of projection of light, that's kind of lack of power, right?
Yeah.
As if the softer it looks, the more realistic it looks. And it's never going to be this, like, there was criticisms about the nighttime sort of stealth. I forget the name of it now.
Yeah, I know the self mission. Yeah.
Yeah, the stealth mission. And I'm like, when I went into it, I was expecting to see like, yo, the lighting is all blown out, like there's something wrong with it.
No.
And all I saw was like, oh, it's lit in such a way that it's playable. Because if you see, the thing is, people forget, nostalgia sometimes clouds you. When we first played that game, it was very likely that the blacks were being crushed, right? And it was too dark, right? So now, again, it is more subtle, a more advanced lighting that does not those harsh sort of shifts from light to dark shouldn't exist, right? And that's what I saw, and I'm like, this is what modern lighting should look like. And again, an unfair comparison to a 25-year-old game, and it's like I don't get it. So again, a lot of those points were lost on me because it just felt like hate for the sake of hating. And ultimately, what I gleaned from it is like, oh, you're done with Halo Studios making more Halo. And that's fair. Like, hey, I would love to see it put into somebody else's hands and see what they do. But let's remember, if you're a stickler for everything that Halo is, let's say you hand this off to id.
It's over. That's out of the window, bro.
And I still don't
id, it's gonna feel like an id game.
I still don't understand that, where people are like, give it to id. Sorry, Jez Gordon. Like, why? Like, when you play Doom, how the hell does that feel anything like Halo?
Nothing.
Like, at all.
It doesn't.
Like, I would prefer, if we're going to give it to someone else, I would prefer like a Wolfenstein or something. Like the people that make Wolfenstein.
Right,
Because at least it's going to be a cinematic experience that they can add. Because to me, and it might feel more like Wolfenstein, but I feel like it will definitely try to make that feel like Doom. Wolfenstein might actually try to still make that feel like Halo. That's why I always feel like, regardless how you guys feel, the best people for Halo is Halo Studios. We just got to get them working.
And this is the thing, bro. When you think about how long they've had, I get that. But let's think about this, right? Because people tend to forget this. They've had this game, this franchise now for what, like 16 years, right?
Yeah.
Over the course of 16 years, they've given you 3 mainline games: Halo 4, 5, Infinite. They gave you a compilation which was broken at launch, and they've given you this game, this remake. In the course of 16 years, when you think about it, really, not too bad. Not too bad. When you think about how those games did, particularly 4 and 5, they did super well. They did super well. Like, a lot of people seem to forget that.
The thing is,
and none of that Halo is egregiously bad. I think the worst of all the bunch was
Halo 5.
The pacing of 5, right? The pacing of 5, the story of 5. Multiplayer was great.
Because Halo 4's story was good.
Yeah.
And the multiplayer just took different risks that people did not like or want, right? And that's all of that is fair. I just think when people look at them like they're the absolute worst now. And if you ascribe that to what's going on behind the scenes, cool. But the output has been a pretty reasonable facsimile of what Bungie Halo has been. It has not seen those highs at all. But sales-wise, you can't argue, at least with 4 and 5. So, for me, it's just like, this is the hand you've been dealt. Fix the house and hopefully move forward from there. Or otherwise, if the fans that say they are the hardest of the hardcore are going to have this franchise be beholden to all of this old stuff, I'd rather they kill it. I'd rather they kill it because you're killing it anyway.
Yeah.
I think.
Listen, but I feel that Halo, we just need more material. Like a new game, a new game, new stuff, and let's start getting to telling stories that aren't regurgitated.
Here's the thing. I think most people let's first off, let's keep it 100. Halo Studios has never made a bad Halo. They've made subpar Halos, average Halos. They've never made a bad Halo. You know, as to some aspect of their game since they took over has always been good. It's just the other aspect that they mess up on. You know, Bungie never had that issue. Bungie usually hit both of them out of the park every time. And I think that's where we're at, where it's like, because if you look at the Metacritics, they're all like 85s and above almost.
Like, and they've sold like 10 million copies each. Like, I can't look at that and be like, oh, you're a failure. Like, there's things behind the scenes that need to be addressed. 100%, bro. The fact that there's nothing in the pipeline right now after this is kind of unacceptable.
I think a lot of the reasoning that we don't like what Halo Studios done is because of privileged information that the everyday person doesn't have.
Wouldn't have or wouldn't care about. Yeah.
Because it's like I said, I know, you got to go. I know situations where like people work on something for 6-7 months and just walk in one day and it's gone. Like really fun stuff. Like I have legit documents of gameplay and modes that never saw the light of day on Halo Infinite. And it's disappointing. And I think,
like my episodic content.
Yeah, and see, that's another thing. Like, you introduce someone as iconic as Atriox, probably one of the most, dominant.
That was a fumble.
Probably one of the most dominant characters that's ever been in Halo. Like, and brutes are not supposed to be that. That guy was that guy. And they messed that up. And I think a lot of people just look at that. That's like, look, like, Halo Infinite probably had the better of the combat that they've done in a long time. But it's just like, how do you mess that up? Like, how do you mess up the aspect of Halo like that?
Well, very easy.
They did. They absolutely did. If you want to see the best of Atriox, go play what is it, Halo Wars?
Yeah, and then that's another thing that frustrates me. Where's a Halo Wars 3? Like
I think Asha did put Halo Gears in that whole big franchise stuff. And I think the metrics being seen from Halo failing miserably on PlayStation absolutely gives her a clear shot at that franchise never making it back over there again.
Halo had its own Thanos moment where like everything's about over, you think everything's done, and then Atriox shows up, grabs, I can't remember what he grabbed, he's like, I guess I'll just do it myself moment. And then nothing. He didn't do anything.
Except for beat Master Chief and throw his ass out of airlock.
He's the only person. And see, that's one of the reasons that I had an issue with Infinity War and Endgame, because they set up a moment between Hulk and Thanos, and they didn't let that conclude in those two movies. And my thing is, that's the same issue I had with Atriox versus Master Chief. You set up this criteria. Where's Master Chief's lick back?
That's true. He got to get his lick back, like the Hulk got to get his lick back. But Sovereign, are you finished? Because we do have our power forward and into the realm.
I am. Let me see. I am absolutely. Anything else I'm playing? No, I'm still chipping away at 007, chipping away at Black Flag Resynced.
Such a good game.
Chipping away at all that stuff. Yeah. So shout out to 8-hour flights to Germany. That's what I will be hopefully doing.
All right. And introducing the power forward for the Iron Lords, the guy that's on the down inside the paint, making sure that you can't get inside because he gonna make you stank. My man Cog, the big man, when it comes to forcing people on the outside while giving that power hook inside. He can score, he can defend. He's our man, Cog. Let's give it up for Cognito.
Tell him what you want to hear, but what you need to hear.
Yo, my internet a little wild right now, so I don't know what's going on my side. Can y'all hear me? Okay?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Yeah, we can hear you. You look
bandwidth is low. The beach
look like they put you in the white room. What's up? You all right? You all right? Blink if you're okay.
Yeah, there's a special room.
The back
out there
room.
getting my reach on.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Room. That's where I'm at.
We appreciate the fact that you're taking a nice little mental break and relaxing and centering yourself in the warm, beautiful sun as you put the sand between your toes. Oh, we are envious, sir.
That's too much. That's too much right there.
Yeah, he made me the host, so it is what it is. Chili.
Oh, it is, but I already see what's going down. I see what's going down. Let's go to a chat. See Captain Logan in the building, TJ and all that. What's going on, y'all? What we talking about?
So you get a chance to see Spider-Man on Monday, yes, sir?
Yes. Tomorrow, first thing, yo, the sellouts are crazy down here. That you can tell the effect that it has is insane. So I already know y'all saw it. I'm assuming good things. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so I'm excited.
Yeah. We'll probably do a roundtable on it when you get back, to talk about that stuff. You content creators make. So what you been playing this week?
Finally.
For sure.
Now watch. They're gonna make a new Halo to drop with or after the Helix launch. Change stuff
He's
up
trying to
and the
figure
fan
out,
base still
how
gets
come
riled up and
the sound
whines
was
about it
working.
because it's not exactly how they imagined.
Yeah,
Watch.
figure out the sound. But
No,
yeah.
so
So what you been playing?
One of the plans been playing Alters. Yeah, I've been playing Alters. I'm at the end of this DLC. It's getting on my nerves. You know when someone try to introduce a new mechanic, be like, yo, this is the new hot thing you need to learn, right? All right, cool. But don't make it where you can't
Hold up,
progress
Grog.
the end game and
Did
finish
someone
the game.
say
What's up?
toes?
Uh-oh, what we got?
The super chats are coming in.
I can't hear them.
I paused.
I can't hear them either.
Well, did you guys not sign
Yeah,
in?
let me see.
No, I didn't
didn't,
because I didn't think that you was gonna be using it. But
I paused it for right now, but it will be unpaused.
Okay.
So keep
all
going.
right, let me log into it.
Let me log in, make sure, see what wildness is going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Sorry
Switch
about
computer, so I haven't even downloaded it. So yeah, that it is what it is.
you know what's funny. Saul.
You got it.
I was talking to Saul the other day, and he's like, "How'd I go from having 0 5090s in the house to 2?"
Very easy, because when we was in California, I said, don't go buy it. You're going to get it anyway. And he was like, what? And I said, don't worry. It's going to show up. And it did. Shout out to me.
It did. It did. And it absolutely did.
Yeah, because he was out there. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys, my man don't play. He was out there. He was in Japan. He was pricing it, and he was sitting there. I'm watching him.
We was in that 3 or 4
give me a second. I gotta let my dog out the room. She wild.
Yeah, we was in that floor with that building with like 3 or 4 floors or whatever. And I remember him sitting over there next to the thing, looking at it and just like putting his hands.
Yo, he was gonna do it, and I'm like, I put my hand on his shoulder. I said, "Yo, listen, don't worry about it. You're gonna get it, and you're fine. Don't worry." And he got 2. So God bless him on that, And shout out to our partners over at HyperX that is continuing to make sure that we are definitely well fitted when we go out to these places and when we're at home, because Cog is definitely well fitted.
Sure.
Yes, sir. And
Cog would not be able to do this podcast if it wasn't for HyperX, like on the real.
Right?
Like
he got the HyperX
solo.
So you got the Flight 2s on, right? You got the Flight 2s on, right?
Yeah, we got the flights. You know what I'm saying?
So he got the Flight 2s on. He has the solo cast, and
creators make me sick.
Jesus Christ!
Never thought I would say this.
I
But
can't
Don
see
Otaku is on point today.
that.
Don't mess up now. Also, I would like an achievement for taking out that new soulless chick.
Oh, yo, I feel you, son. I would too. I would like the achievement too. Yo, and Cog also is using, what is that? That's the Omen's Max 16s. That's what you use.
Got a Max 16.
Yeah, so he's using a Max 16.
This is the Max.
So if you want to podcast from wherever you are across the world, you can see how easy he is able to do. Cog is doing that. I will highly suggest that you go to HyperX so you can get well fitted for the podcaster in you.
Speaking of HyperX, they sent over this Valorant special edition.
Let me send him that label right now.
They sent over this. This thing is a beast. I ain't gonna lie. I've been playing a game that I'm not allowed to talk about on it just to see it. And yeah, it's been one of the only reasons I've been able to play it pretty consistently. But yeah, I really enjoy it. Now, your boy don't know nothing about Valorant at all. I don't play Valorant. That every time every time I see Valorant, I get a little scared. But yeah, so shout out to HP. You know, it's I think right now you can be on the reserve thing, but you know, it's a pretty clean laptop. I'm not gonna lie.
What is it? 16 inches? How many inches is it? Pause.
I don't know how many inches it is, but
17-inch screen. I mean, well, you should have
inches though. Why you?
I mean, if he happens to have the laptop, he should know how many inches the screen is, bro.
Nope, I don't. But it's got a Ryzen 9 in it and 5070 in it.
It looks damn sure clean.
Yeah, it's good, man. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm sending you that.
Yeah, real quick, I see all the labels. Fun speculation in the chat, man. Let's send some love over to Fun Speculation.
Yeah.
You know, saying we lost our brother Psychonauts just recently, and he put the post up, and definitely want to send our condolences. You know, Psychonauts was a member of our community, always an awesome guy. Every interaction I've had with him, and the time we've been on the show, it's been awesome, cool. So I saw the pics with 3-Bit in the video. And how you got surprised, you know, 3-Bit when he came through, Psychonauts came through. That was super dope. A lot of memories, man. Please put some rest in peace with the crest in the chat. Psychonauts, man. We lost somebody really too soon. And send some love to Fun Speculation, man. Our brother, he's going through it right now. And definitely all the love, man. It's good to see you in here. I want to keep your spirit up, have some fun. But definitely want to send a strong rest in peace shout out to our brother Psychonauts for real.
Blessings. So that's it with everything that you doing, Cog.
I guess he can.
Yeah,
hear
man,
you.
out here in the beach, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing.
Yeah, Cog is on a little bit of a delay. So, we're gonna get into my intro. We got the Matumbo. The Shaquille O'Neal, if you will. The Manute Bowl, if you want to get bold with it. Ain't no one flying in the house of the Lords. When you come in this pank, we're going to put you on your back. And when it's time to get to that rim, we're on the attack. We got the Lord, King David, the center of the Iron Lords. King is ready to do his thing. What I've been playing this week, oh man, I had a whole list of stuff that I was playing this week because I was actually trying to catch up to Addict. Now, listen, me dabbling and me getting into games isn't the same as Addict does. Addict locks in. I'm going to tell you, that's why he's the point guard. He locks in and he goes to the hole and he finishes. Me, I dabble. So I was playing Conquered today because, Conquered this week because I love Conquered Live Reloaded. It's bad fur day for me. I love it. Anytime I can get a chance to play that game, I will absolutely play it. Outside of my Nintendo 64 and throwing that cartridge in, this is the best way for me to play. I've been playing a game called Hell Is Us. Now, for me, it feels like Kojima in his prime type of stuff. Hell Is Us is inside Game Pass, and you know I'm a Game Pass junkie. The game is really different. And they tell you from the beginning, we're not going to hold your hand. We're not going to tell you where you need to go. The game is going to allow you to figure it out. It gives you the world and it allows you to explore it at your leisure. I love it. I love the dancing white enemies with the holes in their faces. They be boogieing on you. It's wild, funny, it's scary. I like the lighting in it. I'm still learning the game. It's so intriguing with the lack of information that gaining any information makes you want to play more. Halo campaign evolved. Yeah, y'all already know. I kind of walked away from the game based upon my complete rejection to the completing the early 3 missions. And it's really because I done played this story a million times and I really don't care for anything else of it. But at the end of the day, a lot of you guys keep telling me that there's some extra stuff that if you just keep playing the King, You're gonna like some of the changes that they did make. Give the game a try. Stop being an old fuddy-duddy standing on your lawn talking about nobody's on your lawn. This is not how they used to do it. And you got to open your mind up to new experiences with the beloved franchise that you have. I think really it stems from the fact that they put it on PlayStation, and I hated that decision. I hated that decision so much because it was unnecessary. And I'm glad that they fell flat on their face. I'm glad that it blew up on their head. I'm glad that they showed you that you should have never put this over here. I'm glad that you didn't get what you wanted from it.
He's like, I'm glad that you're glad.
Yeah, I'm so happy that they saw your best and put doodle in a bag and threw it back at you. I am so happy that you learn now that you wasn't wanted over there. Stop looking for validation in places that don't give you appreciation. Go do your thing someplace else.
You know what the most thing he's glad of? You content creators make him sick.
Facts! You grifting. But
let's see.
But on the PlayStation side of things, the King plays Suros. Yeah, so I downloaded Suros, played Suros, and I played Screamers over on PlayStation. And let me tell you this: I like Suros more than I like Returnal. And I thought Returnal was really good. Yeah, I thought Returnal was really good. I still think graphically Returnal looks better in some close-up aspects of it. But I think Suros, the way that they put the character away from the screen, the movement of the character, 10 times better. The power-ups, the way the story is being told. I just don't like old face characters. I'm cool with all that old face characters, but yeah, I see y'all down with the mature stuff. Y'all cool with it. I like it. Everybody's an auntie and an uncle. I get it. It's cool over there. All of them. Every last one of them. I don't know if it's the perpetual loop cycle that they stuck in, that they got old face, but I'm down with it. They look like they got old face filter. Yeah, did that well. I like that. The world is dark, gloomy, ominous. The enemies is dope. I'm a shooter guy, so those games really speak to me. It's like having a human person run around. It's like having what's that game that we used to play? You know what I'm talking about, from Sega, Cog, and he used to run with the gun and he used to shoot a Space Harrier. It reminds me of having Space Area in an open world.
Area. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I like it because he never stopped running. He keep doing his thing. He throw his shield up. The game is fun. I know a lot of you guys, if you're on PlayStation, you probably overlooked it. There's a trial up right now. Go check out the trial. See if you like it. They give you a little 2.5 hours to go play that. I don't think the game is that long, so they give you the 2 hours, to play it. But the game is pretty fun. I love the roguelikes feel to it, picking up different guns, getting different shooting types and stuff like that. The game is really decent, and I ain't gonna lie. And I like Screamers as well. Me sitting in the living room now, since we are empty nesters, I have more time in the living room. So guess who's staring back at me? The PlayStation. And he is like, ow. Addict brought up a good point to me. He asked me, he said, you got the disc drive, right? He's a setup artist. He said, yo, you got the disc drive, right, King? I was like, yeah, I got it, right? So stupid, falling for a stupid trap. Yeah, I got that. He said, how'd it work out for you? Have you purchased any games?
He said, I asked him, did he use it? And he said, well, yes and no. I'm like, well, then that's a no.
And he's absolutely right, because I brought Ragnarok for it, but every game after that, and really every game before,
probably the worst God of War game ever made. One of them.
Well, we didn't get Laufey yet. Relax. Hold on. Laufey gonna tell you hold her beer, but he's right. I've been digital with these dudes since I've been able to do it, and I see that's why I was not down with that blackout crap. Well, I wasn't down with it because I ain't a fake content creator. But it's just they got me, son. They right. I purchased that disc drive for no reason.
I do want to focus.
I use it as a backup. Like I never got like a proper 4K Blu-ray players because I've always just used the series and once I got a disc drive for the PlayStation, so I use them interchangeably that way. When that dies. But yeah, I never bought a separate 4K Blu-ray player, so that's what I use it for. And again, and the only other reason I had purchased it for movies, yeah, and the only other reason I had purchased it was the possibility of getting GTA 6 at a mom and pop shop early on. And that has been kiboshed as well. So yeah,
like I do want to bring up the blackout. There is going to be a blackout for PlayStation. If you guys want to contribute, that's fine. I'm contributing by default because I wasn't going to turn it on during that time frame anyway. But one thing that I kind of felt like very odd is like the timing of that blackout. It's like the end of August, nothing coming out, and like the biggest like issue because it's like. It's why it's like performative. Like what I said earlier, performative. Because you literally went to PlayStation. Well, you didn't go to PlayStation, but you're making an announcement in a statement that's like, we're gonna black out this week because we're upset over this physical media stuff. But we're not gonna put it anywhere near anything we want to play. We're not gonna make any kind of stance on us that makes it to where we have to choose between anything. And we're not going to do it over Wolverine, which is not too long after the blackout. We're going to do it at the most convenient time for us to not play games during that time. That puts nothing on us. Guess what, guys? The only way PlayStation's going to do something is if it's an inconvenience to you. So you can't choose and pick when you want to do something. You can't, I want to black out a week, but I want to make sure it's a week that games don't come out because I want to make sure that I can play the games when they do come out. Because all that really shows PlayStation, these people, they don't mean nothing. They chose they chose the most convenient time ever to do a blackout instead of during.
It was a convenient blackout. Are you
a convenient blackout?
Wasn't any loss of games that?
It's just like, look, if you go to like PlayStation and you're like, yo, we blacking out all the Wolverine week, like that's gonna be your brand new IP. It's gonna be black, complete blackout that week. That's a bigger statement than saying, yo, we most likely most of them were playing that game any games that week anyway. It's not like no Call of Duty's coming out, no big games. I think someone Blaze looked up last night that game you guys played at Summer Game Fest is coming out that week. The
you're talking about
game, Alien.
Which one? Okay, Alien Fire Team chat.
Yeah, Fire Team chat.
Fire Team Elite. I thought
that's one of the biggest games coming out that
Phantom
week.
Blade Zero. I was about to say, well, that's the blackout getting cracked in the back. So
and that's my point when it comes to that. It's like, what message is that telling PlayStation? Like it's saying we will stand on principles as long as it ain't none we want to play.
Facts. Tell him, man.
Now, if it was Wolverine and you guys were willing not to play Wolverine or, God forbid, GTA 6, you might get more.
They really need to step up.
But the thing is there ain't no way. like they have a better chance. Well, I mean, Token, whatever that game is, half of you probably wouldn't even want to play that game. You should have did it to that game.
Can't play it anyway because it ain't in their state.
Well, that's my thing. Half of you ain't going to even play that game, so you should have did it to that game.
Yeah, true.
Like, but you did it at a time where no one's doing anything. Like, you're gonna have a natural blackout because I wasn't playing that week anyway.
No,
and I'm being honest. If there was a blackout on Wolverine's day, I'd be like, okay, I ain't playing it. Yeah. Like, I would join in on that because I feel like there's actual people standing on ground. I'll join it. But when I see people were trying to,
the idea of it is
whack.
The idea of it is not the idea is not whack. The idea of what they're trying to do, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, we're trying to take a stand. We don't like the fact that they haven't. PlayStation has not, prior to recently, made a statement. They want to show them that, hey, this physical is important and that the option should be there as opposed to taken away. But I do understand your sentiment, which is like, okay, if you're gonna do it, do it where it's going to actually have more effect,
Okay.
right? As opposed to
Sweet
when
Baby
there's
Ink
no
said
release
one
doing that
blackout
kind
can
of
lead
thing.
to multiple blackouts. And I can totally see that that's a possibility. But here's the thing.
Right.
If your first blackout is literally a blackout that's going to naturally be blacked out because no one's playing games around that time, I just don't see
Right.
people jumping on it after that. I just don't.
No, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. But the key is like, again, also I don't want to not put out energy like dudes shouldn't stand for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
that's
no,
what-
no.
If you
See,
feel
no,
strong about something
that's not
and
my.
you got the right, because I think I
That's
just wanna
not
get
my
this far.
stance.
There's a
My
lot of people
stance.
who don't want to, who are afraid to take a stand. Sometimes is what I'm trying to say.
No,
Yeah.
that's my stance is exactly. Stand for something. Don't make a blackout when there ain't no black thing anything to black out.
Yeah, I see. I understand
Like
what
that's
Addict
not a
is saying.
stance.
Addict is
Right, but
like,
if you
yo,
don't
center
let
it
them
around
make a
something that's
stand, I
important.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna make a stance,
It's just
make a
symbolic.
stance. Stand on something. Don't stand like because all it looks to me is like one of those like really bad comedy movies where they're making fun of something and they're standing on like a part of the mountain that's about to collapse. They're like
Yeah.
because they don't believe in the stance themselves because they chose such a weird time to do it. So
Yeah. I see. I understand exactly what he's saying, because if you're standing on something and there's nothing that you're gonna lose, because they now have nothing to lose.
that you know what it's equivalent? You guys boycotting the Super Bowl but not doing it on the day of the Super Bowl.
Like the week
we're gonna
before-
do it.
the week before the Super Bowl.
I get where y'all coming from.
We're gonna do it the week before. You know, we're just gonna tell you to not watch the Super Bowl, but you're gonna watch it anyway. like it's just like it just didn't make sense to me. And it's not. And I'm not even. That's why I said at the beginning I started. Do it if you guys feel that it's something that you guys believe in, but at the same time, I'm gonna just keep it real when it comes to the blackout itself. The point itself makes zero sense to me, and it's not the concept. The concept's dope. It's the I feel like it's performative again because you
Yeah.
chose one
You
of
talk
the
about the timing of
you chose one of the
talk about
worst
timing of it. So I get
times
what
to
you're
do
saying
it.
on that. Yeah. I just want to make sure that we're not talking about dudes shouldn't take a stand on something. That's all I was saying.
No,
No,
I
no,
think
no, no, no.
Take
Take
no,
a
I think-
stand, but
I
take a
think
stand
people
when it
should take a
matters.
timing is
stand,
performative. I
but-
totally get that.
Yeah, so it is what it is. So you want to get to this gear stuff, King?
Well, yes, Addict, you can take over the show now. I was just doing the intros.
So we got
Let's tag team this.
get tag team. Okay, we got Gears of War E-Day, man. Me and Carl.
Pause.
Shout out to Microsoft for
You
allowing.
content creators make me sick.
I'm boycotting Sony after the PS4
I
generation.
hear it now.
Okay, so how we're gonna do this is I'm bumping this up to $5. If you guys abuse it, it's getting raised again. But so right now $5 TTSs. But okay, so me and well, that's fine. I'll just raise it. They want it. They want to fight. I'll fight back. So me and Cog were able to do a little early access to Gears of War E-Day. We were able to play. I think it was 4 days, Cog. That where it was like multiple times during the day. Playable sessions of either I think it was 2 times a day of either horde mode or the multiplayer aspect of it. I think the first day there was 2 hordes. Second day there's a horde and a multiplayer, and I believe the third and fourth that there was a fourth day. I can't remember. It was also horde and multiplayer. So the way I want to do this actually is I want to open the floor up to Solving King, and I want you to ask us questions about the overall perspective of that, because me and Cog already talked about it. So to me, the best thing is the 2 lords that didn't take that can ask us questions, and I'll also put in the chat a Q&A for you guys to ask questions, and I'll cherry pick them.
All right, Saab, you can go first, sir.
Does it suck? Does it suck like Gears multiplayer usually sucks?
That's a good question. So coming in from the perspective of not liking the multiplayer, say historically, I had my trepidation. I had my, I'm not sure if this is something I'm going to be interested in. I'm going to look into, the horde mode. And then, first, obviously, the first day, I think we did jump in the horde. Shout out to Cerebral Paul in the chat, you know what I'm saying, who was also part of our session from lordsofgaming.net. And, as far as, let's get with the part that I think Sav is asking, which is the actual verses. And, I came in there, look, you know how I feel about them. King, we've had this discussion as well. It's like roll around, shotgun, you know what I'm saying? That kind of energy. And, you know, it's generally not a PvP that I really enjoy. So we started off. Now, the thing that you're going to notice off the jump is the subtle changes to the movement, the fact that you can jump, and then the key thing also is the roadie run. Old school roadie run, it got cinematic and it made the camera pin right behind the character. And even though it looked dope, you really didn't have a lot of control, in my opinion, of the character when they got into roadie run mode. But
Yeah.
now, you know, saying what I'm noticing is that you now it's almost like depth field of view when it peels back, and it's like super dope now because you got an actual idea of the entire battlefield, and it's super cool. So that was the first thing I noticed, and then like we started playing, as soon as we started getting more into it, the controlling of the zone, stuff like that. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. This thing was really fun. I couldn't believe. I was like, yo, actually a lot of fun with the multiplayer. So early results right now, as a person who is a hater, I still feel the shotgun is a little too OP. Obviously, if you hit fire, you get instant kills as opposed to like aim down sights, which is kind of something I had to get used to. And then you have to also you know, learn how to you know, basically get used to just the feel of the game. But ultimately, it's a lot of fun, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. As a person who hates that joint, that mode, it's a lot of fun.
We're just gonna have to keep your camera off, Cog.
Yeah, because I'm botting like crazy.
Yeah, and it started freezing you in like some uncomfortable places. So, so it comes to me when it comes to the
Continue.
multiplayer. I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't never like no multiplayer stuff. I ain't never. I've never liked a game that has multiple weapons and only one weapon's realistically used. And I get people are like, well, that's Gears. Well, there's a reason Gears hasn't grown in the past 10, 15 years. And that's fine. I don't care. It's not. I've accepted my fate. I'm not for Gears years ago.
Yeah.
But when I'm sitting here like looking at this, and it's like, you know, the fan base is coming at me hardcore over it, because go read some of the comments of the video that me and Cog did. It's just like, I get it. You guys don't want to change any aspects of the Gears multiplayer, but are you tired of playing a dead game like a year in? Like it's just like, because I made the concept that's like, maybe they should have the shotgun like a couple drops on the map, and you have to fight for that shotgun. And you would think that I told them to
Damn near
change.
took our heads off. I even suggested that.
Yeah, because I was just like, at least that way. And I could see that being an issue too, because the strongest players on the map would get the shotgun. But I'm just like, you guys got to get tired of only using one. Maybe it. I don't know. Maybe it's too over me. You know, I ain't never really jumped into it. And look, I get it. Like, people love that shotgun, but once again, there's a reason that, you know, you can make the argument that Gears is the one that should have been multi-plat, because you guys need the players. Because
I think that once they send over Reloaded, that they weren't going to do it again.
Yeah, because you guys,
Reloaded.
That shotgun business, it's not it. And you know, I will say, I'm a little bit better on that concept after playing this, because I felt like the movement system, like just taking the whatever that run's called. I always mess up that run's name, the roadie road or whatever it is.
The roadie run.
The roadie run. Just taking that, I think actually helps dramatically, because I'm not stuck in the cinematic and I could see what's going on around me a lot better. So it's harder for someone to sneak up on you with a shotgun, and you know, you got to just have a casual sprint button. And I know a lot of people are complaining about the meat shields where you grab people and put them in front of you. I don't know why they took that out. You know, I'm not a big Gears fan, but I can understand people loving that. So I'm not quite sure why they took that out. And I think the mini game that they would have when you were trying to chainsaw people, because I guess you both could chainsaw someone at the same time. And you would have to like button mash to see who actually got the kill. I guess that's in the game. Well, that's not in this. So, you know, and the issue that I have with this game isn't even what I played, because I'm not gonna lie, it was last Friday. Me and Cog were playing the Gears beta portion. This is the first time me and Cog played the multiplayer together, and we had Kofi from Press Start.
Kofi.
Yeah, he ain't Press Start Kofi anymore, but the Press Start podcast Kofi. I think his name's Kofi.
Good game, Kofi.
Good gaming Kofi. Whatever Kofi. You changed your name like 8 times. So, going into that, I saw someone that loves the Gears franchise really enjoy it. And I do think being able to get around the map a lot easier and a lot more fluent definitely helped as well.
And slide.
So my question, because I did not know that they were doing 3 teams of 4 in their like own little world, but in those worlds can join together and people are doing their thing on the side of the map, you're doing your thing where you at, and y'all can converge and link up and do side missions that help each other. Did y'all run into the other teams a lot? Did it seems like it was happenstance, or was it more like frequent? I want to know what's the frequency in running into another team and helping out another team. Did they catch y'all at a weakness and they helped out, or did you catch them at the weakness and you helped out? Well,
so
how did that go?
I do think that right now, maybe Call can relay on this. I don't remember seeing it. There's no real rewards for helping another team.
Oh, that sucks.
I do think that if they put on something that's like, this team's lost a member, go help them out, and like a flashing thing on the map, like No Man Left Behind or something, and like you got an extra reward for going out of your way to help them, that would be cool. But then how would you like balance that towards the stuff that you're currently doing? Maybe you make that a side mission, because there's like quests that you could accept on here. So I do think that there needs to be more synergy between the teams themselves, because you will come across them. Like there was a time where me and Cog were doing like a siege thing where we're protecting a house and there's like multiple waves and they extracted in front of us.
Oh, word?
So they were fighting all the locusts in front of us, and we were above. Well, I was above them because I was on the second floor shooting down, protecting them as well. So, and you're seeing them fight in front of you, and you're in this building. So there is going to be times where you run past them. I remember one time when we were extracting, we ran by like both teams back to back fighting.
So wait, this is okay because you used the word extracting 3 times just now. So this is an extraction shooter live service multiplayer, 12 people multiplayer hub world. Am I getting this right?
Yeah.
While it's horde,
Get at it.
So essentially, the way I perceived it, someone said there is rewards for helping other teams. That's why I said I wasn't aware if there is or not aware. I'm just telling you from my perspective. When we were, I didn't see no one just actively coming over and helping us, and I think there's a reason for that. They need like visual, like save. I don't know. If there is, I didn't see it. But when it comes to like the mission itself, so essentially the way I saw it is, all 3 teams don't show up at the same time. You show up on a map with other teams that could be midway through at the end of theirs, and because there's that green team that I said was extracting in front of us, they left, and we were still there for like 20 minutes. Another green team took their place. It was on the other side of the map. So they're constantly cycling these characters through.
Oh, okay. So now it makes sense, right? So when one team extracts, they just drop in another 4.
Yeah, that's the way I saw it. I'm pretty sure that's the way I saw it.
It's hard to quantify. So I know where you're going, King. The thing is like, because there's so much going on. First of all, the map is huge, right? And you can see other teams in the distance and see what's going on. The thing is, what I'm concerned is that like, part of, I think, our experience why maybe we didn't see other teams a lot in the beginning is maybe because of the fact it was the server, and it's like they launched maybe 4 to 8 in, and then other teams came later. I would love to see, when obviously, because we played a very small, controlled beta test kind of thing. I would love to see like in the real world when the servers are up and the game launches, like are the 12 dropped in all at the same time. Now there are moments where it gets crazy because it first starts off like you're at your little control point. You're setting up your base like traditional hard mode. You got this little box, little thing you can grab from and do what you want to do. As far as like each individual class has its own thing. They have like the assault class. They got the one that I was going was medic, and like basically like everyone has like their own special ability when you press like a super that builds up, as the match goes on, and then when that super comes out, that individual class has its own special ability. Mine was the medic, so when everybody go down, I hit this like it's like a area of effect like healing bomb, and then it can rise, get everybody up off their feet. It's crazy. So you got that going on, and like what's cool is, like I said, you got your main objectives with it.
So it's
feels
like
a
Hive
campaign.
Busters in a way where everybody has special moves.
They got Hive Buster class energy, but what's dope is like you move around the map because after you defend the spot, they're like, okay, we got to get over there. Over there, Brooklyn is this, that, and the third. And while you on route to Brooklyn, there's other stuff going on. Then they got random events. They got supply drops, boss waves, and so then that's like pretty much your 4 because you launch in with 4. Your 4 is not going to get.
No, I'm just saying it sounds super
what's the question?
like it feels like war. Right? That's what I'm getting from this. Like everything is going on. It feels like war. So many different things going on, and you got different factions going on, doing different parts of their missions. And let me ask you a question. Like, so if you decide to go help a team, and you pick up that quest, is who's in charge of accepting the quest for the squad? Is it like a squad leader?
Basically, no. Like
I think we voted.
You could go
I think
off
we voted.
You could leave your squad and go. Yeah, you could go off and kind of do your thing as well, though. Like you're not locked into your 4. If you want to go into the other side of the map and chill over there and do whatever, you could kind of do that. And that's
kind of tethered, no tethering?
No, I didn't see a tether. Now I didn't try to run away from people either.
Tether. Oh, no tether. No tether. There were many times I ran away just to see and push the limit because I know what you're thinking, King. I'm thinking stay in the K2. I want to see if they're going to tether me to my 4. No, I was able to go to the other side of the map, help a whole nother group do our own thing and stuff like that. But them side questions are hard and they're risky because if you break off, the game is designed where it's like, even with 4, it's not enough to control what's going on. It is absolute madness in there. And again, especially the thing that I like to do, they play these little risky games. Sometimes they'll drop a little supply drop.
Yeah,
like an extraction.
There was a time that it was like some serious stuff going on, and me and Cog had to fight our way to a supply drop that they dropped. Yeah. One of us had to defend the other one while they were gazing through the store to buy stuff, and then we had to like flip. Yes. Like Cog was like, okay, I got the gat. And then I would look into the store while he's protecting me.
So the world don't stop around you while you shopping.
No.
I like this. Yo, you know what I like though? I like that the fact that is a well thought out multiplayer component that's brought to it outside of the campaign itself, because we know that the campaign was going to be strong, but from all intents and purposes, this warlike feeling that we're getting now with 3 different teams of 4 players makes it more chaotic, and it seems like this is like a real persistent live service world that's an extraction shooter at the core of it. It's an extraction shooter because the goal is to get out, right? Am I right?
Yeah, the goal is to do what you're doing and extract.
Okay, so technically, it's really not a horde. It's technically is an extraction.
The game will let you know, King. Yeah.
No, I already said it. I said so. Technically, it's not a horde. It's an extraction.
I would say it's weird because I would say technically by the letter of the law. There? No, I don't know. I don't think we played the because there was like a mode at the very top that we didn't. They made us like play multiple modes to unlock more. We didn't get to play the last one because of the time restraint that they had on us. I think we played Siege. There was like a general horde mode, but to what I saw, I believe all of them was the same. The concept, it's just what you did on the map changes depending on what you pick. So you pick siege, you're gonna
basically, it's
defend
the
a
length of
place.
time for each one. Yeah.
Very
Basically
good.
each one is like the smaller one, like it started off like a trading, then it was like a siege, then it was blitz, and then horde is pretty much like the full experience. So basically, the other modes are smaller components of horde. Horde is this big, maybe 2 to 3, 4 mission style campaign in a multiplayer setting where at the end of it you have to extract. The extraction is dope because you have to wait for the chopper to come down. Then you get to the chopper, you get on like these turret guns, chain guns on the chopper, tear stuff up, and then if somebody get left behind and get behind, and then shout out to Paul, I hate to do it to you, but he got crushed by the helicopter. You can't get crushed by the helicopter in this if you are not careful where it lands at. But it is absolutely hilarious. It is so much fun. And then again, where they got the Hive Busters thing is they got class systems. There's mods. There's progressions. And everything you do when you kill somebody, you earn a currency, and in this currency, you add modification to your armor. You could change up your guns. You could put, bayonets on shotguns. You could do all type of crazy things, and that adds to the end game and the progression.
That's awesome. It sounds incredible. It sounds like they really went back into the lab to do their homework while incorporating a fan-friendly horde that everybody absolutely loves. Multiplayer versus is absolutely back, but then they also dipping in their toes into, well, not their toes, they actually put their whole foot inside extraction shooters where it makes sense, right? You would want to fight the horde, those guys, and actually extract out of there. But they gave you an extra caveat to it, finally leveraging the cloud and the Azure cloud system where you're able to drop in 3 different teams of 4 in a persistent world. That's insane to me. I now I really wish I did have the time to join in and play with you guys because it sounds like something phenomenal.
Well, it was I do think that they need to figure out a better way of handling like the defense part of the horde structure. Because I would say letter of the law, this is more of an extraction than a horde mode that has horde features in it. And now maybe playing that other mode, it would drastically change. I don't know. I didn't get to play it. They didn't give us a whole lot of time to play. They gave us like 3 days, and
not a whole lot of time.
No, like you get like a couple hours a day to play it. Like, so there wasn't a lot that you could just sit down and we played
like 2 hours a pop.
Yeah, we played for 2 or 3. I can't remember how long it was, but we played from the beginning to the end. The very first day it popped up, and we couldn't even get past all the horde modes. And we played them back to back. So they didn't give a whole lot of time. And then the second day I couldn't do it because we were doing something for ILP, and I was able to seek a little bit more the third day when it come to horde, and then we played the multiplayer. So then you got to think too, like, it wasn't just the horde mode being it's not like you could play either one. Like, you either play horde one time or you play multiplayer the other. Both of them ain't up simultaneously. So it was an interesting time. And I honestly say I'm still not the biggest Gears fan when it comes to the multiplayer, but I enjoyed this multiplayer than I've enjoyed a lot of others. So I'm very curious on this. I will say that Cog looking like he's cooking with his publisher of the year, because when I played, it definitely felt like, as long as, because the single player is the most important aspect of it all. If they mess up, especially being a prequel, if they mess up that single player, it can dramatically affect how this game reviews. But if that single player is good, like I could see this being high 80s, early 90s type of game. Like,
you got a feel to it, man. It definitely do. And like I said, the small subtle changes, the fundamental controls, the sliding, the movement, it feels so good. And like again, like Addict said, it's one of those things. Look, horde is something I like, but all these extra components, we're here for the main game, right? So all this stuff was a bonus, and the fact that they've nailed this so well, and including the multiplayer, the verses, I'm like, yo, they got something. They cooking. Like, I'm not gonna freak. I came out like this was my pick for later in the year, but I didn't know they were gonna nail the secondary components. So now it's feeling like a feature-rich game full sweet. They own it, man. Coalitions and graphically, oh my god, the game looks outstanding.
Yeah, that was my next question, because I know that we're not really a Gears multiplayer type of people. I can attest to it. When we did get a chance to play it, we kind of like fell off of it, but gravitated more to Halo's type of gameplay.
I'm gonna be real with you, King. Me and Cog and Paul, we were putting in work there when we started getting a hold of the control.
Work in it. Yeah, once you get a hold of it, and then like King, I ain't go for. I was like, because me and you hate this multi.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, I'm having mad fun, bro. Like especially like the ones when you do the control zone. So I threw the smoke in there. So I was like, if y'all gonna shotgun me, nobody gonna see nothing. I'm gonna throw smoke up in there. And then we rush this spot, and then we run it around, and then you start doing your call outs, and it starts to get a feel. My only pushback is I know the shotgun bros love what they like. But my thing is, outside of the sniper for the long distance, and I just want the hammer burst and the other weapons to be viable. That's my main pushback for the, wanting a non-shotgun or a shotgun pickup mode. But other than that, the game feels amazing. And like I said, sliding, the movement, the rolling run, everything, the changes mantling on top of your rundown when people think they safe behind cover. Now that you could jump on top, mantle, and basically run down on dudes. Like you're not safe. I'm jumping on top of that box you behind, and I'm pulling out.
There'll be moments where like they think they're going to they think they're going to get one over on you, and you just jump up to the platform above you and start shooting down, and they can't. Then
they got areas of the map, Addict. Remember where you could crawl and like you could slide underneath. They got these little nooks and crevices. Yeah, bro. Like they got something. I ain't gonna.
They'll have doors that's all the way down, but like a little opening at the bottom, and you could slide in it in the multiplayer and slide into the next room.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like y'all had a great time. Is there anything else that y'all want to add to the topic before we let Cog continue to put his toes in the sand and get more of that great sun?
I appreciate you. Now, the thing also I want to say too is that what shout out to them, because after obviously we played it, and then our embargo was right at the time when Coalition dropped their whole reveal. And the time that they put into it, what I liked is what they said is like they going all out with this no battle pass.
Every cosmetic is able to get.
They took everything that Halo Infinite did wrong, and they're like,
hold up.
Is Cog doing his own blackout?
Yes.
Halo not selling too well on PS5. Was it worth it, him?
Is Cog doing his own
blackout? Yeah, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it, son. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah. I'm blacking out. That was funny. Yeah, man. No, like I said, like I just love the energy from the studio. I love how they jump in front of it, and people are like, wow, like no one expect. Look, let's be real. They could have charged for like skins, and they still gonna have like they said they're gonna have some paid things, like they got the Metallica skin with the gun and all that other stuff. But the fact that everything can be earned, and they're gonna continue to add content, continue to add modes that people, that from the original game that people want, is really cool. So yeah, man, I'm hyped, man. Like I ain't go front. Like they got me on the modes that I was the least interested in coming in, and now I'm like, yo, they may have something crazy.
Yeah, and I do like how there's no battle pass. I like how they've been like everything in game you can earn in game. I do think they'll probably go that direction where it's like, look, this is gonna be the stuff you have to do some crazy stuff to get. If you don't want to do all that and you just want to buy the cosmetic, you have access to that. And that's like a gray area because you can make stuff free, but if you make it so tedious to get, they're kind of forcing you to buy it regardless. So as long as they don't go too crazy with that, because I understand, like, look, the game needs, obviously the point is to make money, and it's like good middle ground. Make it a little tedious, but don't make it to where I don't want to play the game tedious. So, I think they got something like, and they were very like their whole statement pretty much was, F games as a service. This is not a games as a service. You can play it however you want, how long you want. We're not demanding your time. We just want you to play the game because you like to play the game, because not you like you feel like you need to play the game. So I really appreciated that kind of step, because we don't really get that anymore. Everything got 20 battle passes, and I don't mind battle passes as long as what's in the battle pass is worth it. I've always had no problem paying for a battle pass, but it is nice to see a developer that's like, if you play our game, you're going to be rewarded, and we're not going to ask for another dime. Now, as far as like other microtransactions that they can make, we'll have to see. But I will say, Gears E-Day went from like, it's okay to, okay, I actually want to play this game now. Like I actually want to try this out, and that's a lot because
you were both fiending after it was over. Yeah, after it was over, we were fiending. We were like, damn.
The hype of this game I have before going into this preview was probably like a 6 out of 10. It's something I was going to play probably for content. Something I was probably going to enjoy, but you know, I was a fan of Gears 5. I really enjoyed that direction. So I wasn't a huge fan of going to a prequel because I wanted to conclude that story. But after playing like this, it's like, okay, Coalition's cooking. Like they really going back to the drawing board to like build up their foundation. And you know, shout out to them, because I don't know why. You know, every now and then I'll come across a game where I'm like, Coalition gonna hit. It's almost no doubt in my mind now. Coalition gonna hit.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So that's what's up. And I want to give a shout out to Cog for showing up, for being here. Appreciate you. Put some more sand between your toes. Get a little bit of Mai Tai. Let that sun hit your back. Because you know, when you're in Germany, I don't want you to just let the sun hit you in the front.
Do you want to stay for the God of War and Fable real quick?
I just give quick bars on it. I do got to judge because this beach internet.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's when it's pretty bad.
So yeah,
I gotta flex like that. This beach internet, you know.
He want to be on the beach
internet. Ain't with it.
Go ahead and set it up.
I will say, yeah, you know, obviously we've heard the news. Obviously, God of War Laufey has got their release date, and we've heard it's going to be right around the time of Fable's early access. So I was going to drop this
ducking the fade goes wrong.
You know what I'm saying? So King is gonna get to talk. Obviously, you know, that Fable did, you know, delay their release until next year. Obviously, GTA was probably a big factor in that. But yeah, just, you know, wanted to get your thoughts on it. You know, for me personally, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not scared. I'm not
like
concerned,
how
you know what I'm saying? As a person, obviously, yes. Yeah, like, look, if we gonna run, that we ran from the correct one. But as far as this is concerned, look,
you're gonna run like you ran away from someone that was 100% gonna knock you out to someone that may knock you out.
My thing is this: like, I'm one of the few that when we watched the God of War Laufey trailer, I'm like, look, I like what I saw. You know, I like the whole different thing on, you know, different mythologies, the weather sticks, and after the afterlife and stuff like that. But as King, you know, has made to my attention, there are a lot of people who are not feeling it. And a lot of people have issue with the fact that they're using the God of War moniker, right? When Kratos is not in the game. And then the other thing I noticed is that it is interesting that Sony Santa Monica had to make a statement like Kratos will be in the next game. So it already shows me that there is a lot of backlash for the fact that Laufey is the main character. Whether you agree or not, I'm not going to get into the political aspect of that, but the whole issue is there is some form of controversy about the game. My thing with Fable, and I know people are like, yeah, but Fable ain't never really so like that. This is a main, you know, God of War game. My thing is that Fable is one of those games that you can do anything, you know, date all the town people, kill the whole thing. Like, you can manipulate the game in such a way that I feel it has more of a broader appeal. And let's be real, like, also Fable's going to be on multiple platforms. I will say this though, it is interesting that Sony moved it on that date when technically Xbox prior to that was in a multi-platform strategy, and they would be considered a partner. So it was really a gangster move. Like, we don't care. We getting our game out there at that point. But I think ultimately Fable's good. But I'm real quick, I want to hear from y'all, man. What y'all think about the whole situation with this, you know, God of War Laufey versus Fable? Like, where y'all at with it?
Well, we're gonna go.
Make me sick.
Hold on.
Sorry, I'm late. Just got out a brand new day. 8.5 or 9/10.
What do y'all hear?
Definite recommend.
Blessings.
My allergies were
Yo.
acting up a few times. And I heard Addict is a much better Gears teammate than he is Helldivers 2 unamused.
Yeah, I playing Helldivers. I got a Iron Rook killed, but it's okay. He respawned. So yeah, I mean, go ahead, Saul. You go first. I'm gonna save my opinions for last.
I think it's an a-hole move, straight up. I think it's an a-hole
No,
move.
I agree. I agree, and that's one of the.
I think I disagree with Cog in that I think that Fable is more broadly appealing. I think Laufey is an action game. Like immediately, it's more broadly appealing, and a lot of people like. You would be counting on people who know and care about Fable to care about that game, right? And maybe by the time they come out, maybe Metacritic is out there, you know, and there's a clear winner, right? And maybe that's Fable, whatever the case may be. But I just think, you know, this is the one time I really can see why, like, the fans of not putting properties on other competing platforms make sense, because it's like you didn't need to do that. You 100% did not need to do that. You know, that means you really don't care about the success of Fable on your platform. And you're continuing to treat them as adversaries.
As a PlayStation player,
that's
I'll
not
be on Fable
Hold on.
All right, go. He was just saying,
Okay, go. Yeah.
PlayStation player. I got to raise the 10, guys. Sorry.
No, they was doing fine, bro. They was doing fine.
I'll let one more go off. I'll let one more go off.
Bro. Leave him alone, man. The guy.
Okay, just go, Saul. Go, Saul.
Yeah,
you guys have
it.
been
Like,
saved one more super chat.
So that's it. Like, I think it's an a-hole move. I think they know exactly what they're doing. I think they don't care about how Fable does on their platform. So yeah, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I just feel like, you know, if I were Asha, I'd renege on all of that, to be perfectly honest with you. I would, because it's just not,
you
no,
yanking it away?
I would yank it now. I would yank it now. Like, I'm 100%. Like, it's just not, you're not looking out.
Gamescom, that
for,
trailer shows up and says, you know, for the best, we want to make sure that why don't they just delay the PlayStation version?
Yeah.
Don't cancel.
You're not doing that to Phantom Blade Zero. You're not doing that to no.
And notice they did it the day before the early access. Like, they didn't even like they're so okay. Keep going. I don't want to keep talking.
No, that's it. I mean, like, again, I just to me, I never agree with the fanboyish kind of argument, but I'm like, nah, this is foul. Like, and you
welcome to the dark side, Saul.
Yeah. you don't care about the health of that game on your platform. Straight up.
I love the heel turn, son. I love when they see the light. I love when they look over at me and be like, he was right all along. You content creators
you know what it is, like, you're right. You're right in this
Fable situation is a train wreck that kicked off with the multiplat and then reversal.
It's crazy. I can't handle
Disrespect all around. It's ugly, but I think both parties are at fault. Xbox should just make Fable exclusive as response.
Facts. I agree. I 100% agree. They should make it exclusive regardless and eat the loss, bro. Go ahead, Saul.
It's good now. So we got to get you on the Streamlabs.
It's just I switched computers and I didn't move it over. Yeah, so that's it, man. That's it. Like, again, I get where y'all are coming from. Again, if the play was different, like, if you're still talking about, and I understand them treating them as adversaries, because, you know, Asha went all the way back in the other direction. I get it, but at that point, I think Asha does have to make the decision. You're like, you know what? I'm pulling all this. If we're gonna make a real push, I'm pulling all of this, even if it's, you know, it's gonna hurt you now in the short term. At the end of the day, them doing this to you, I don't know. I'd rather step on the rake myself than have them do it to me. I don't know.
Here goes another one.
Hashtag make Fable exclusive. Don't care about the cost.
Okay, you guys are being ridiculous now. See, this is what happens.
You content creators make me sick. Here we go. Hold on.
The show.
Down with Game Pass. It's gonna ruin Fable. I believe it was Jay-Z who once said, "We don't lease, we buy the whole car, as you should." Delay Fable or take it off Game Pass. Buy these games.
You content creators make me sick.
What is he talking?
Hold on.
I wanted Fable to drop on Wolverine head, but this Gao situation is even better. I
This
think
Gao
Fable is going to beat
situation.
Laufey critically and commercially.
I listen. I agree with you, and I say this: you with that
Good
Game
talk,
Pass
Dawn.
slander, your Game Pass slander need to stop. You need to get. Hey,
Oh, I
why
agree.
don't you go buy
shout
it?
out to Mikey B. Shout out to Mikey B.
Yeah. Yeah, why
That's the
don't
Game
you go
Pass.
buy it? Yeah, why don't you go buy it? Why don't you go show your
That's the
physical
Game
copy?
Pass.
Oh wait, it won't be one. But why don't you go show your purchase and stand on
That's the
that with
Game
your
Pass.
chest? Don't be over here for us people that are smart, that actually use Game Pass how it's intended. Until they fix it, I don't want to hear
Let me
nothing
ask-
about you hating
Let
on
me
it.
ask
Stop
you
it.
guys a question, like a legit question. Do you think if Phil and Sarah was still in charge, there was never any, change in leadership, no change in the direction, no exclusives coming back, do you think God of War would come out that day?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Sony is haters regardless.
No, I think they deliberately put this out because they're going back.
Oh,
to
so
their
you think they're
roots.
going at? You think they're going at Asha? You think they
No,
dare
it's not an Asha thing. It's
Queen of Dragon?
you guys went back on everything you said you was doing, so we gonna kill the game that you put the most money into. Like I do. I deliberately think that was the goal. Like it was like, okay, now that you don't want to play nice anymore, well, let's be honest, they never stopped playing nice. They never were playing nice. I do.
To hear Cog laughing is ridiculous.
I do think that this was completely as a response to pulling the Halo off of their showcase, to pulling Gears probably off of their platform at the last minute. They're 100% that maybe that's the reason God of War didn't have a release date, because they wanted to make sure Fable wouldn't move it. It is weird that game didn't get a release date and they announced it 2 months later. It is weird. Now maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but I'm seeing 1 + 1 = 2. It's like, okay, you guys doing this? I'm gonna hold one of our hitters, and we gonna hit one of your hitters. but that.
I agree with
out
you.
of all the time they can release that, they're gonna do it that specific day, the day right before the early access.
That's how you hold a real blackout showmatic,
yeah.
right? That's a real blackout, right?
Like it'd be different if they did it like the day that they did it like the day the game comes out or something. They chose the day before the early access.
That's the thing. The day before, the people who ostensibly pay more for the game would be able to play it. Like, it just
seems it's too convenient. It's just too convenient.
So the thing that is shiesty about it is the fact that, let's be honest, in this economy, most people have only the ability to buy like 1 or 2 games.
There you go.
For the month, right? So if you put it before Fable's paid version, you're telling the PlayStation audience, hey, buy this, and then most of them most likely are not going to have enough money if they were interested in Fable, or they're not going to have, if they were, the FOMO kicks in. You're like, oh man, God of War's out now. Let me get that. I may get Fable later, kind of thing, by having it out first.
Yep.
So you putting that carrot on the stick to try to entice them on that price. So that part is shiesty. I give it to you. That's the part is going to be interesting. Now, what's interesting for Fable is that this the part I think people are not seeing is that, remember, Fable also has global appeal in that it's a UK-based humor game.
That's true.
And I think not only you got the American fans who grew up with Fable who say, yo, I bought Xbox for this, like Addict. Addict is a guy, I know a lot of people that, and Maddie, they bought Xbox for Fable. I know those guys. But then you got the British humor, the European vibe. And I think that's the part also, or the fact that it's a God of War game with not Kratos and on multiple platforms. So I'm telling you, man, I think
we'll see how much the quote unquote woke outrage really comes out to play that day. I'm gonna see.
Here's the thing, Saul. Well, let me get to what I'm saying.
Because at the end of the day, it's a God of War game by Cory Barlog. It's not gonna suck. We know. I don't have any doubts in my mind that game will not suck, right? So it's just a matter of all the outrage purveyors really gonna stand on that square, and boycott the game, not play the game, whatever the
like
case may
like
be.
Ghost of Your Tie. I see what you're saying.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. I'll go ahead and speak with that perspective right now. This isn't Fable versus God of War. This is Fable versus an IP in the God of War universe. It's not the same thing. What is the number one thing that they love to promote God of War with? They put on everything. They put on benches, on buses, on trains. What is that image?
Kratos.
And who is not in the game? Now, maybe he has flashbacks, or maybe he's in the game more than we have to think. Now, I'm not saying that you're not wrong, Saul. It's still a big name. God of War is still a big name in general. But when you can't use the money maker of the God of War franchise, and it's not that you can't use it. There's a reason they put him in that gameplay thing we saw where he like grabbed her and like they had like an interaction for a couple seconds. It's because they know there that they need Kratos to some degree. And I do think Kratos will be in the game to some degree, maybe not a huge way, but some degree he will be in the game. Maybe flashbacks or like a flashback trailer, maybe they'll like show something. I don't know. Something's going to happen. But the thing is I do think that there's going to be a variety of factors against this game. And it's not even just that. It's no Kratos. It's the woke on woke stuff that's going to happen, because this game's going to get attacked on all quarters on that. I can almost guarantee you between now and then, someone from the studio, PlayStation, someone's going to say something stupid. That's probably going to happen. Because
real quick, shout out to Ziggy Dust.
Content creators, hold on.
Sons of Sparta is also a God of War game. Grin, I hear that did really well. Even Jaffe liked it. Oh wait. Rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing,
like
Cube of War.
Laufey.
Let's go.
I'm raising it to 10 because it's my 10.
Ziggy Dust, you're right. It's not a Cory Barlog game. I forgot that Cory's more in a leadership position now. It's actually not his game. I forgot who's leading it, but it's not Cory.
And I just think that when it comes to this particular
This is the lady that was sitting next to him.
If Kratos was just in the game with her, I'd be like, Fable's cooked.
Oh, like Kratos is Atreus?
Yeah, no, they're both fighting side by side. Because I think that's what the next game is.
Kratos gonna be Atreus.
I can't get away from this.
You content creators make me sick.
I switch to 10, they go to 10.
Addict out here acting like Fable and Jack of Blades is more recognizable than dang God of War and the gelatinous cube. No one with a dang PS5 has even heard of Jack of Blades. Fable out to dry.
No, but here's the thing.
You addict. He's slandering your Jack of Blades.
No, but he's right. But at the same time, who knows that chick?
Auntie?
Whatever her name is. Like, but that's my point. This is a God of War game, and the God of War isn't in the game. It's not a God of War game. It's a game that's taken place in the God of War universe. So you have to take a step back. You're not going to put Kratos everywhere. Kratos ain't going to be in every trailer.
But the people who know who this chick is are the people that played God of War 2018 and Ragnarok.
But my point is, but here's the thing. You put her up there and like trailers going up on TV, YouTube, everything else. She's not a recognizable character. She's just not. People are going to be like, right now, what is this?
I think they did a bad job showing it off early with the gelatinous cube and her looking like a beggar woman. But the moment they have her kitted out in some hot stuff and she's looking like a warrior, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
They don't make female characters look hot anymore.
I think it's
over. So
it's not about hot. It's about her actually looking like a warrior instead of a bum with a sword.
Oh, so she's gonna look like an old warrior.
Not always.
Yeah, right.
The thing it comes down to is like no one knows who Jack of Blades is.
Shift up.
What Fable is. Yes, no one knows what any of that is. But at the same time, what I don't like is people acting like Fable is going against Kratos. Fable is not going against Kratos.
The moment you're able to make your character hot in Fable, it's over. The moment that you're able to change the aesthetics on that character and make that character a waifu, Forget about it. Yo, they right now should drop the trailer of the character creation, and you're able to make a hot ass character. Shift up, save us. Let's get to this, son. I think Auntie of War is gonna fall flat, boy. That's
Fall
just my
flat?
opinion.
Auntie of War.
Facts, boy. They just put up an
You
age up
content
filter
creators
on
make
her.
me
They
sick.
did us dirty.
Another.
This why
I know,
Xbox
man.
can't
Another
play
super
nice
chat.
with PlayStation. Every time Xbox tries to be nice with these rats, they show their
These
true
rats.
colors. We need to go back to Operation Popeye's Biscuits and Star
Popeye's biscuits
PlayStation
and
out.
Star PlayStation out.
And
I feel you, son. I'm with that. Let's get to that.
and that's my biggest issue with this too. It's like it's the reason I fought. Like, regardless, I'm not saying God of War isn't going to be a contender. I'm not saying God of War is even going to beat Fable. I'm just saying let's stop acting like this is the typical God of War, because it's not. This
It's
is
not.
not the everyday God of War. If this was God of War with Kratos on the cover, I would say yesterday. Xbox, delay that. Delay it. But it's not. And do I think Fable can compete with God of War? I think it's got a way better chance without that man on the cover. It's like,
I feel you.
I will say this.
Wait, hold
Everything
on
I've
a
said
second.
does not mean I said move it. Don't move it. Keep it where it is. Don't
did
move
we-
it. I'm not
did we
saying
get-
move it.
Did we get all the Cogs bars on this yet?
I don't know. I don't even know
Cog,
if he's there.
did we get your
I-
bars?
I'm good.
You
Yeah, we got my
satiated?
bars. You got my bars. I
You
just wanted to
satiated?
drop that
All
bar.
right.
It was gonna, I am satiated. So
I want to just
going
let
back
you
to the
out.
beach,
I
put
want,
the toes in with the
yeah,
whack beach in the net.
just walk on that sand and just wiggle your toes in the beach for me, please, because New York has been suffering with this weather over here, son, and it looks like it's pretty good in
Yeah.
that white room over there with you. Shout out to all
The
my
white
peoples that's over there. Let my peoples know I appreciate everything that they do, and I love everything about them. And enjoy. I'll catch you later. Have a great weekend,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
See you next week when you're wearing your costume. How about that? How about that?
Oh, we're
Yes, my
all
costume
actually
arrived.
we're
Yes.
all wearing our costume next
Yeah,
week.
it has to be next week because the week after,
to be next week.
I have
Yeah.
family here and I can't have.
I need
I
you
don't want
to
them to
see
see
your
you.
costume.
That's off.
We
We
need
gotta let
them
them
to see
see
you in
you,
your
like-
costume. They need to see how you
Lady
make your
South
money.
will not be permitting that, bro.
We need to see you how they need to see you how you make your
Next-
money, sir.
Next week it is.
Yeah, you do something strange with some change.
Next week it is monkeys.
As y'all can see, the costume.
Yo,
is
next
here.
week's gonna be
Yeah.
wild. Next week is gonna be wild.
Man.
And
No
Saul
doubt.
told me
Yo,
there was
enjoy.
have a good time with your feet in the sand.
Blessings, bro. Enjoy. Get out
All
of
right, y'all. Love y'all.
I bet. Love you too. Peace.
So
Now
that-
that Cogs away, the stuff that we really wanted to say, let's get to it. No, I'm just joking.
that's my biggest thing with it. Is like, I'm not saying that Fable can 100% be God of War, but it's just like, let's stop acting like this is the typical God of War.
It's not.
It isn't.
And that's my only thing, because people are like, oh, this is God of War. This is not your everyday God of War. That man is not going to be in any of this advertising for the most part. And you know, people could sit there. It's equivalent to what's done well for the Halo franchise when Master Chief is front and center. True or false?
That's true.
Once you take
True.
that armored dude off that cover, that's when that franchise goes up and down a little bit. Besides maybe Halo Reach, like, and it's not
Yeah,
a bad.
ODST. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're right.
it's not like a bad thing. It's just like people are gonna resonate with the franchise more when it's the character that made the franchise what it is. When he's not there, you're gonna see that, you know, even people that aren't, you know, being sexist and stuff, they're like, look, I want to play as Kratos. That's God of War. Like, literally the name, he's named after it. He is the God of War. Now maybe
yeah, but she can rival him. Remember that.
So and when it comes to like the PlayStation aspect of this, it's like, this is why I was so big on the exclusive stuff. This is why I was so big on you know, Xbox and Microsoft doing stupid stuff, because it's like, you're out here putting your arms down and putting your hands up and saying don't, and PlayStation's still shooting you. They shooting on our people. Like, and it's just like,
Straight up.
you get something like this, something that is big, a huge game, something that's probably going to make PlayStation a good, pretty penny. Fable. And even though that Microsoft is going away from like the multi-platform approach stuff, it's still interesting that you took it upon yourself to take a big game that you can make a good amount of money off of, because all they do is raise prices. So clearly they need it. But when it comes to Microsoft stuff, they're like, you could keep that. We don't need that. And it's like they're enforcing these agreements that they made with PlayStation and Xbox, but they're like, we want you to make. First, in my opinion, they're holding these agreements ransom. They're like, no, you're still releasing on it, but we're gonna do everything we can to use these games that you have to release on our platform to devalue your platform. Oh, Fable's one of the most expensive games you've made in a long time. We're gonna drop God of War right before it. Oh, Master Chief Collection is not the Halo Campaign Evolve. We're gonna heavily promote that. We're gonna ask you to put it on our stage. We're gonna use your games to dethrone your own platform. Thank God Asha was there, because Asha is like, you want to do what? Nah, that don't make no sense. And
Chikaris.
And keep in mind, this is coming from a non-gamer perspective that saw the moves being made and pulled it because it made no sense to her.
But I thought because she didn't play games, she was a detriment to the platform.
Well, apparently she doing all kinds of good stuff, and
she's the only one with a brain. That's what you said. If I only had a brain,
and that's my issue with the stance. It's like people sitting there, they're like, oh, people like Coggin here. I can say names. People like Greg Miller. That's like, oh, we want them to just continue putting games on multiple platforms.
My man fired a crazy shot across the bow.
No, but I believe, if I'm talking about something, I don't believe in the subliminal stuff. Greg Miller came out there, and it's not like I'm being disrespectful to him. I just disagree with his opinion. Like, you can't sit there, go out and say something like that. But then when it comes to,
he don't like Xbox.
We want a multi-platform. You guys dug your grave. You guys are the one that put all this money into it. You guys need to do right by these people. But then situations like this PlayStation thing, oh, you don't need exclusives. Just release on everything. But the problem is the hardware isn't around after this AI stuff without exclusives. And that's just my opinion. If you do not have these exclusives going in right now obviously Gears, Clockwork Revolution, I don't know if these games are going to make money, because I'm sure a lot of them have spent a lot of time without the PlayStation audience. I'm sure. But at the same time, King Solve, do you honestly think that without having some form of a reason to buy your hardware, do you think the hardware survives this AI bubble stuff?
Nope.
I don't
think it's a very simple old argument. Like, everybody's going back to the old status quo of what success means, and that means that Xbox should do the same. I'm even at the point, I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is coming from the PC guy who plays everything on PC. If Asha would have been like, you know what, no more PC ports and straight up Xbox,
I don't think they're gonna be doing PC.
No, they won't do that. I'm just saying, like, if she went that far.
No, I think okay. I think you're right. I think they're gonna pull away from Steam. I think they're gonna pull away from Steam the same way that PlayStation is. I think Microsoft already has their Microsoft Store. Once their store is like kinked out, they done got rid of a lot of the kinks, and they done do, because if you're looking at their moves right now, they're migrating and making sure that everything is merging with the PC, and they're gonna yank their stuff. Well, not yank it off of Steam, but stop giving Steam stuff and make it available in Microsoft Store. It's still available on PC if you want to get it, and you get it on the Xbox console, and then it truly makes it exclusive to their ecosystem. That's true exclusivity. Right. So PlayStation walking away from PC, I believe that they come out with their PC storefront, and their game's going to release day and date on PC, while getting their user numbers from the data and also getting their full 100% instead of enhancing Steam. I think Steam's biggest mistake was putting that Steam machine inside the living room. I think that put a target on their back, and especially going to walk away from it.
If as time goes by, if it becomes more and more successful. Because I do think, doing little things like the controller can't be compatible with Xbox inputs, their new controller.
Yep.
So it's just like that's my point. When people are like, oh, it's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad. Point blank in this industry, why is Xbox and Microsoft playing so fair and so buddy-buddy, maybe not as much anymore, to an industry that wants it dead?
Yep.
Steam wants you dead.
Oh, you
Nintendo
said the
wants you
industry
dead.
wants them dead.
No, but let's be honest
Well, you
here.
got to look at the whole industry. With
First
a lot
off,
of these people got
PlayStation is
language.
bulk of the industry. Steam is bulk of the industry. And both of these platforms have done specific things to compete. That's why, like, when people sit there and say, you think all these, they don't want that competition. PlayStation just tried to kill Fable. Do you think they want that competition? Steam, now, I do think Steam's more of a neutral thing. Steam's just competing. They're like, look, our controller's for us. Now, I don't know logistically if long-term if that continues. Maybe it's something that comes down the line. But it's just like, look, Steam ain't playing either. Now, I do think that, the Steam machine is going to be a weird concept in the future, and they're going to have to address that. But they don't get it twisted. That's why, like, people tell me all the time that, Steam, no exclusives. Some of the biggest games on Steam are exclusive to what? Just one. Steam. Yeah, is Counter-Strike on other platforms, Saul?
No.
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
But that's still very much a niche game. As many people play it, it's still a niche game.
They got a ton of games that's only exclusive over there.
The problem happened is it's still something that they use to force people to their platform, to their storefront, because they could easily port that other places. They don't, because what's the point? Like, they are the bigger entity, so that would probably be a whole lot of it when it comes down to it. Who bought, because I know when, there's huge rumors, and I do believe them, that a Half-Life 3 is going to be eventually announced. Do you think that's going to show up on other platforms, Saul?
Nope.
No, not at all.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, look, it's easy to sit here and talk about stuff when Steam don't make exclusives. But when they do, is Half-Life Alyx on other platforms?
Nope.
No.
So it's like, PC people, shut your ass up. Like,
I mean, but also, if you think about the exclusive games on Steam that don't matter,
but
it's most of them.
Do you think
it's only the Valve games that matter? Really?
Do you think South of Midnight mattered? Do you think Outer Worlds 2 mattered? It don't matter. If the moment that sucker puts it only on Steam, they're branded as an exclusive. Doesn't matter anything going forward past that.
That's true.
Yeah, but they weren't exclusive to Steam. They weren't exclusive to Steam.
But that's.
I mean, Steam does have some titles that I actually like, some shooters and some
because they could have easily put Half-Life Alyx to other VR platforms if they wanted to. I don't think they did.
Sure,
Yo,
now,
that
of course.
PlayStation VR 2 needed it badly. That needed that game badly. You
can play it now with your headset, but that's about it.
But that's after PlayStation gave up on it, right? If PlayStation was still in the fight,
and that's my biggest issue. That's my biggest issue when it comes to all this stuff. Is I'm just tired of everyone, because I mean I went through it for like 2 years. Like I don't agree with this. I think this is a mistake. Everyone and their mom called me everything under the sun, attacked my parents, sent me pictures of the town I live in and said, I know where you live.
What?
Oh yeah, I had someone did that. So, someone sent me a Google map of the city I live in and said, I know where you live. I'm like, yeah, you might want to ask around. Even if you find out where I live in that town, this is not the place to be going and doing that. I can assure you.
You never told me that. I wish you would have, boy.
No, I deal with all kinds of stuff. But here's the thing. And it's like what I always try to tell the content creators. The moment that you put a spotlight on it, they're going to know they're getting somewhere. And then I get more messages. Because a lot of it is just a handful of people under burner accounts. And they're constantly filtering through these burner accounts until they get blocked, because they're trying to get a reaction from you. And if you give them that reaction, they're going to come at you even harder next time. So it's just like, okay. Sometimes I'll be agreeing with them. So sometimes I'll go in the comment section. There used to be a time where I would act like I'm befriending them, and then they would just go away because they didn't get no satisfaction from me.
Like your boy Starscream.
Oh, Starscream. We're friends with Starscream. Yeah,
I don't even know what happened to him. He left me.
Scatterstar or whatever it was.
Shatterstar.
Shatterstar. I love that man. He's my buddy.
Yeah, he stopped bothering me.
So it comes down to it. It's just like, look, like at the end of the day, we got to be honest. Like, this is a competitive industry, and it's like I said for a long time, you got to have reasons to get to get your hardware. Now, if you don't care, see, that's why, like, when the exclusive thing was announced, that's why I said, okay, you guys just don't care if Microsoft's around in the hardware faction or not. You only care if PlayStation gets their games. Because me, as much as I love Fable, and I've been waiting for Fable for literally a decade plus, like 15 years. That game, if they came out tomorrow and said that's exclusive, and it ended up bombing because it's only on Xbox, and I'm talking about, like, doesn't matter what they do. No few games, no select titles is worth more than a third console manufacturer in the industry to give competition. No one is. No game is. Because if they have to use that game to get people to come over the hardware, but it results in me not getting another Fable, then that is part of doing business, and that sucks. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And it's a shitty cookie, but it's the way it crumbles.
Language, sir.
Cog ain't here. I get one free. So it comes down to, it's just like, look, like, you know, I don't think, you know, I don't know.
Dude try to act like Cog is the one that came up with that whole non-cursing. That was really me, but go ahead.
I don't remember who did it. I remember arguing with Cog about it, but I don't remember who came up with the concept. But it comes down to, like, do I think that Fable 100% can beat God of War? No, I don't 100% think that. But I would say the odds of them winning is a good, I would say 70 God of War, 30% Fable.
I think, honestly, in Europe, and I think Europe is going to be the biggest battleground when it comes to that whole fight. I think Fable is going to win out. Be honest with you.
I do think Fable. Here's the thing, like, people trying to act like it's like 100% going to God of War. And I like, if this was God of War with Kratos on that cover, I would be telling PlayStation yesterday to delay it or push it up. Actually, to be honest with you, even if it not being Kratos, if they're able to push this to the beginning of February, I would probably still tell them to push it up. You know, I don't think they should push it back, but gamers ain't going to complain if they get the game early. So,
well, me personally, I thought that Xbox did Fable a disservice. I think they should have released it during the same time that they released Indiana Jones. I think it should have dropped in December, during that December time. Okay, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have your GTA madness that's gonna happen. This is what I say when you duck fades. You're gonna run into a fade, right? You're gonna run right into a fade. Release that game in December. Get that.
But they ducked the right fade, though.
I mean, they ducked a definite L, right? A definite L. That's a definite L. To the tune of 20 million pre-ordered a game on digital, which is madness to me. But you ducked a huge L. You release it in December. You release it on Christmas. You can tie a whole package around it.
I think the problem that they're facing is GTA is one of those games that have multiple components to the same game, that they can easily restart that conversation again in December with the multiplayer aspect. So I think they're just like,
I don't think the multiplayer comes out in December, though.
It was 30 days last time. It was 30 days after the original game came out.
I think they're gonna let this one breathe a little.
Yeah, it was a month. It was a month. Yeah.
Yeah, and it came out busted. I remember it was broken. But the problem is I don't think they're trying to take that risk. Like, here's the thing. You can't compete with GTA story, but you also can't compete with that multiplayer. Like, you're going to lose to both.
An animal.
You're going to lose to both. So to me, I think it was the right move to give that game a little bit more of a breathing space. Hopefully it will lead to a better polished product. And it's like I said, people were saying Addict, you know, Fable. I'm not saying Fable I feel has the most hype right now, in my personal opinion. Fable has more hype than God of War Laufey. But I'm not stupid not to say that God of War is still a huge icon in terms of a title, in terms of like a brand, a franchise. But my thing is they're not competing against the typical God of War. Kratos will not be on the promotion period. There won't be no boy type of advertising going on. Okay, this is going to be, you're going to be marking this without Kratos, and they're going to be marketing Fable. And I agree with Saul. Asha should look at this as straight disrespect, and she should be taking Fable off yesterday. You'd be crazy, King and Saul, if we get a Gamescom trailer and it says, due to limit restraints and we have decided to either delay or cancel the PlayStation version. And it's like I said, like, dude, I think 100% Fable is one of the best games they're gonna have to sell hardware.
That's the reason why I championed Halo failing on the PlayStation platform, because I want her to come out and say, due to money new information, right? Facts. Excuse me. Due to new information, we are pulling all our titles off of PlayStation platform going forward, and the last title being Halo Campaign Evolved, which will be delisted starting tomorrow. I honestly believe that is the best course of action.
King, they keep it on there. Bro. They keep it on there, but they charge you 100 buckaroos for it.
Oh, they raised the price by $20.
We pay taking all your money, and like, and keep in mind, like, Jack of Blades being in Fable, I literally did not think was possible. Most of the time when a new company takes over a franchise, they're not going to use anything from the previous games. They want to stand on their own feet. I'm so happy that Playground understood that Jack of Blades is an iconic Fable villain, and in my opinion, one of the most iconic villains in gaming. And they decided to, even because, do you know how crazy that sounds, that you are making a reboot of a franchise and you're using probably the villain from the first game? Like, you don't see that often. That is saying that everyone at Playground, that's when I was really confident with them, because they put their ego aside and said, we're going to use the last bars because it's so iconic and we cannot not use it.
Well, I just hope for your sake that aspect of it works out. Me personally, I just want a good game regardless to the fact of whoever's the boss and whatever happens. I just want the customization aspect of it to really stand out, because I don't want to be locked into a character. I want a character that, for all intents and purposes, with Fable has, you've been able to, mix and match and do a couple of things with it. But did everybody get their bars off? Because I got my bars off. Did you get your bars off, Saul?
Yes, sir.
What about you, Addict? Did you get your bars off on Fable? Outages! Ho, ho, ho! In this blackout. Well, you know what the content creators and all you guys do when y'all talk about having blackouts? Well, these manufacturers said we got a blackout
Super
for
chats
your
went
ass.
back to $5.
Blackout for you, brought to you by the Unbeatable 2. PlayStation and Xbox said, hold my beer. I heard y'all didn't like us talking about no physical and we're going straight to digital. Let me show you what, in this reality, what truly happens when a blackout really goes on. The games you want to play, the games you want to get a hold of, you must wait until they say you can. I know in this day and age where time is money and money is time, these guys didn't rush to put these servers back online. Are you buying the excuses that both companies came out with? Well, only one came out with an excuse. The other one didn't say a damn thing. I want to know how y'all feel about the blackouts. Did it affect you? What's going on? Did you notice it? I want to start off with Sovereign first, because he doesn't play on none of them.
No, I didn't notice. Actually, no, I did notice on the Xbox side, because it affected the PC, and I was trying to play Campaign Evolved, and it was not happening. Yeah, it was definitely not happening. So Yeah, for me, it's just like, when PlayStation had their blackout, um, well, we'll start with theirs, right? So I was not playing on my PlayStation at the moment, so I didn't notice it until I just saw it online that what was happening. And I know that the guys who are fighting that fight for for the physical games on PlayStation were like, haha, you see? Like, you see, none of your digital stuff it works. None of your digital stuff can be trusted. And it is something that you need to point to and say, hey, all right, you guys are moving in this direction, but there's still a lot of stuff on the digital side that you guys do not get right. There's a lot of things that you need to fix in addition to like the messaging around it to get people on board to this in this direction that you most definitely are going in. And you've said as much that you're not going to stop. You're going to tread lightly, apparently, is what you said, but you're going to continue in that direction. So at the end of the day, like they need to figure that out still, because it is not an exaggeration to say that people do not have faith in their online infrastructure, their store infrastructure, and their back end. They don't have faith in it not getting busted into. Like that's just a fact. So when you're going completely in that direction, you would hope that you have all that stuff ironed out by the time you really make that leap. And they don't. They haven't, right? They haven't. I mean, we've seen recently with, the situation with Colin, getting his whole account stolen, unfortunately being able to get it back, but that's not the truth for most people that get their account stolen. They just get, well, I'm sorry. And that, that's unacceptable. So I need to figure out a lot of stuff in their back end to continue for that direction to be truly viable, even if they are just going in that direction, no matter what anybody says. So that's that. So it is an opportunity for the people who are fighting that fight to really put a stamp on it. I don't know that has worked necessarily. I don't know if there's enough people fighting that fight for it to really make a difference. But at the very least, it's something to point out. And I think all of us should be pointing it out like, hey, you need to figure this out. And you also need to figure it out from an ownership perspective. And we've talked about that already. Like if everybody's going down this route, I think the industry as a whole has to figure out what ownership means moving forward. Like I'm a person who really doesn't care. Like I've really given up the idea. Like it's not going with me. It's going to outlive me more than likely. So I'll enjoy it while I can. I would be pissed off if I lose access to it during the course of my lifetime. That would suck. But apart from that, I'm not really invested in that fight. Now on the Xbox side, is like I just had to laugh at it when it happened because I'm like, they can't not let PlayStation enjoy the rake on their own. They have to share in the rake, and it just happened immediately. I'm like, are you serious? And I was pissed because I was trying to play a campaign Evolved. I had a little bit of time to play, which I never have a lot of time to play, and I'm trying to log in. And I'm like, oh, something's wrong, right? So I'm figuring it's the game, and then I go online. And I see what's going on. I'm like, oh, great. So again, I just found it funny that Xbox, they could not let PlayStation enjoy this moment on their own. They had to join in the fun. But yeah, the same thing for Xbox. Like Xbox, again, on the ownership side, on the industry as a whole. And this has to be done in unison, I think, just to protect the player, right? You're moving away from giving the player more options as to how they purchase their games, the quote unquote ownership of their games. Everyone has to figure this out on a digital back end. And the thing about it that's egregious is they've been doing this for more than a decade now at this point. And I would say that Xbox has move further than PlayStation, definitely in this space. But there's still a lot of work to be done. I really do feel that you still have to figure out the ownership part about this. You still have to figure out the back end so this stuff does not happen. Steam has been doing it for a very long time, and for the most part, I haven't had that many issues with Steam. I admit I hated Steam when it first launched. But I pushed through it because I wanted to play Half-Life 2, right? And then now you see where Steam is. So the work just needs to be done. Whatever happened on the Xbox back end, obviously the CTO came out and said, this is unacceptable and gave an explanation. And I appreciate that because this isn't about one company talking more than another one. But when it comes to people not being able to access the services that they're paying for and the games that they've paid for, I do believe they deserve an explanation as to what the heck happened, and a guarantee, or at least a statement from the management saying, hey, we're doing everything in our power so that this does not happen again. Some of what they said also, I know, raised some eyebrows as to like, why is any of my Xbox information outside of the purview of just the Xbox vertical within Microsoft, and it's being handled outside of it. Well, it's being handled outside of it, but still within Microsoft, right? So yeah, again, things that you have to figure out on the back end, like, hey, how do we unify this more so that it's all under sort of the same umbrella, and we aren't taking disparate parts of the company to aid in sort of archiving all of this stuff. Because obviously when something breaks that's outside of the Xbox purview, then the number of jumps you have to make to get it rectified, and the number of people and departments that have to be involved in trying to figure out how to rectify it makes it a lot more complicated. So yeah, they definitely have to figure this out. But I appreciate the transparency. I appreciate that they tried to get it up and running as fast as possible. Although I think the outage, who had the longer outage? Was it Xbox or
Xbox.
PlayStation? I think
Xbox 20
Xbox
hours.
had the longer outage. Yeah. So yeah, no, this has to be fixed. But I just had to laugh at the fact that they could not let PlayStation have this one. They had to join in.
But, had to be part of.
Yeah, they had to be part of. They had to be down. So yeah, that's my take on it.
So Addict, I don't know if you got a chance to play on PlayStation the day that they went down, or you noticed if they were down or not, or Xbox for that matter. I don't know how you were gaming, because I'm pretty sure that you was locked into gaming during that period of time. Did it affect you on either end? Were you pleased with the language that came out from both companies after the fact? Or was you displeased? Was you affected? And do you have words of vitriol for anyone?
It comes down to it. Yeah. First off, I didn't experience any of it because I wasn't playing on either one of the platforms at that time. I was on Steam playing the game that I'm reviewing right now. So it's not like I dealt with the issue. I do know that someone in my house was playing Fortnite that whole time. So it wasn't out for everyone on Xbox. It was out for like certain sectors, I would assume. I'd assume whatever like
region
that I'm in, that particular data center or whatever.
Yeah, they don't mess with West Virginia.
I'm assuming that wasn't affected. This is one of those things when it comes to like why physical media is still important, because
I heard the physical media was out on Xbox.
I didn't know. I don't know. I will say, people that said they couldn't play their games because you're sharing a digital library. You could only play the games that the other person bought. So that was probably the biggest issue you was having. I don't know. I didn't play, so I couldn't really test it. My issues out either. As far as like PlayStation, this thing's always under my desk. It's never hooked up. Only reason it's hooked up now is because I was checking something on the store, and I don't even know where I put the controller. Like I never use this, so I couldn't tell you if it was messed up or not. But look, I'm kind of more laxed when it comes to the network issues, because I know, here's the thing. You could hire the best security in the world. There's always going to be someone in their mom's basement with, probably ain't showered in 3 weeks, that knows their way more about network security than all those people there do. So, unfortunately, because the problem is like, when you work at these security companies, and we know people that work in these things, so maybe we should probably have more of an in-depth conversation about that. You got to direct all of these attacks at all times. They just got to get through once.
Yep.
So it's just like, there ain't, in my opinion, there's no security firm in the world you can hire to be bulletproof. Now, there's some you can hire that's way better than others, and it's going to take really skilled people to get in. That the everyday person with that knows backtrack. Yeah, that's a program, by the way, can get into your stuff. But that's about it. So it comes down to I'm not tripping over this. it is what it is. I do hope they get their stuff together and, this happens less frequently. But at the end of the day, the whole year goes by. How often does these servers go down to that extent? Maybe once, maybe none. There's some years we go by where we don't see any these type of outages.
I think we should have that all the time. But I was affected. I was affected by both of them. And I was affected by both of them.
He tried to play Token. I remember that. He tried to play Token.
Bro, he knows my anger. I waited. Damn. I don't know how long I waited to play Token Fighting Souls on PlayStation. That is an exclusive PC title that's on PlayStation. Right? So you know how you like how I did that. Anyway, so I'm like, I want to play this game so bad. I went and I logged in on my PlayStation 5 Pro because that's the best way to play PlayStation, through the Pro. And I'm logging in. I'm sitting in the living room like, let's get it. I got back from work. I'm like, let's go. Network error. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh man.
So I said, maybe I'll stream it. No, your streaming power is whack. So what? What the hell's going on? So I run upstairs. I get my Steam Deck. I mean, my Xbox Rock Ally X. You can't stop me, son. You can't stop me. I'm playing this game. You need to have the ability to log into the PlayStation Network in order to play any of the games. I was furious. They only gave you this limited weekend, this limited time, this limited window for you to play. Now
could have did the blackout for this because they wasn't up anyway. So so let me tell you, there's hackers that came out. I'm glad Addict brought this up. There's hackers that came out that took ownership. Yeah, Anonymous. They've been doing.
Yeah, I hate you guys. And
I think they're the one that took them out last time in 2011, like 12, whatever year that was.
Yeah, it's the same dudes. This is what I want them to. This is what I want to happen to you dudes, because they said that they wanted to show them that they were displeased with physical. You're using us as the stick to beat Sony. You're using the gamers as the weapon to beat Sony because you're hurting us. You're not hurting Sony. You're hurting us, the people that took the time out to actually purchase, to actually take the time out to play the games. You're hurting us. So this is what I want them to do to you guys when they catch you. When they catch you, and they are going to catch you because they have a particular set of skills, I want them to take you, and I want old school chain gang jail for you. I want 5 years hard labor in the sun, in the Louisiana sun, cracking rocks with a sledgehammer. I want you to drink water from the bayou. I want you to get intestinal parasites. I want you to defecate on yourself. I want you to stand out in the hot sun as you beat rocks. I want boils to foil them on your back. I want you to feel like how my inner child felt when you crippled him because you felt that you wanted to teach Sony a lesson by hurting King. I want you to, I want the guy that's on the horse with the shotgun looking at you. I want him to say, yeah, go ahead and run. I want you to try to run. I want him to have bird shot in it, not buckshot, bird shot. So when he pop you in your back, it just stings you and pops the boils that's on your back from the sun. I want them to lather you up in castor oil so you cook in the sun like an avocado. I am sick and tired of you guys using us as the weapon against the corporations. No, why didn't you attack their bank accounts? I think that makes sense. Why didn't you knock out their TV signal so that all Sony Bravia TVs don't work? That makes sense. Why the hell are you attacking PlayStation and Xbox? Why are you doing this? I hate you guys, and I want y'all to burn. So this is what I want to happen to you. I cannot wait for them to catch you. I don't want them to cut a deal with you and see how nice you are with your mind. I want them to have you do the most manual labor because I know y'all are not manual. Because all of y'all are some weak dweebs that's going after the weak fruit. Us, the ones that didn't do a damn thing wrong to you. We are not the corporations taking away physical. That's them dudes. But why are you attacking us? We're feeling it. And I don't like it. Xbox, you have a particular ire when it comes to me. Your CFO or whoever the hell he was, COO, came out, CCOO, whatever the hell, came out and said, this can't be happening. No, you don't damn it say. You're a $4 trillion company, but then you point the blame at one company that had the control. It's an outside company that we use. That 20 hours is egregious, and I think you're lying. I think you're lying. I think you're lying because at the same time you was down, T-Mobile was down. I think you're lying. And I think it has nothing to do with that. And I cannot wait for the truth to find out because I know somebody on Reddit is going to find out the absolute truth of what really went down and why you was down for 20 hours. And then I want you to have to answer that question because I don't believe you. 20 hours down and you're a $4 trillion company and y'all leave it to a company to just handle something as intricate as that? Absolutely not. It happened on Halo weekend. It was something else. It was something else. Halo launch, dudes wasn't able to jump in and play. Shout out to Sovereign because he felt it. That's the first time. Pause. I'm just saying, I was affected the most by this. You see how these guys are la-di-da with it? I had to play Switch. You forced me to play Switch. This is disgusting, even though I like my Switch. But you forced me to play this weaker, inferior thing that nobody attacks. You never hear about Switch services down, ever. You know why? Because nobody cares. But they care about PlayStation and Xbox, and they attack us when we most need them. We needed it for Halo. We needed it for token fighting. And you knew just how to push our buttons, the gamers, the people you claim to love. I cannot wait for them to catch you. And I want them to plaster your face all across the web so we know. And I want a live camera on you breaking rocks. And I want to be able to super chat for them to give you bigger rocks and smaller sledgehammers for you to use because I'm tired of y'all doing this to us. That's just my rant.
Yeah.
We got any more topics?
Everybody need to figure it out for sure.
The Xbox needs to figure it out more. They got more money. I don't want to hear you have data centers all across the world and you talking about we down because we had a company that was running this part of the show. What? Wait a second. And that company will let it go down for 20 hours. This was this bad? No. PlayStation, one dude stood up and said, yeah, we hacked y'all asses because we don't like the fact that you going from disc to digital. Flog him. Grab him and flog him. That's why I want you flogged out in the town square. And then I want you to go break rocks. I want you to break rocks. I want you to get diesel. Pause. I want when you finish with your bid, I want you to be the most cock diesel pause dude we've ever seen in this world. I want you to be like a one punch man, right? I want you to be so strong that you can knock people out with one punch.
Oh my God. Well, that's the show. Yeah, man. We getting out here in 3 hours like that.
That's what happens.
Yeah,
we let you know that Cog is a bad influence on this show, and me running the show is way more efficient, baby. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get to have life happen. So let's read these super chats and let's get up out of here, son.
I'll read anything that doesn't have the little heart thing because I've been hearting the ones that we've been reading.
All right, so we got the Iron Rook $5 super chat. Hot character. So the character creator will let you choose non-British nationality. I don't know. Maybe. Then we have Next Phase 75 $5 super chat. Respect, gentlemen. Fable and Laufey are two very different games. God of War will likely dominate just because of the name recognition on the platform. I agree. George Purcell with the £2 super chat. Don't give them Sony boys nothing. Hashtag no PS6 is real.
My peoples.
Then we have King Nightmare 095 $5 super chat. The game is called God of War, but Kratos is not the God of War. He is the God of hope, not of war. He has not been the God of War since part 2.
He's the God of cuck. Pause.
Chill. And we have Afropovic with the £2 super chat. Europe don't rock with Xbox. This be pony continent. Yeah, that's another thing. It's another thing. Yeah, you know, we'll see. Then we have Lieutenant Hulk, $2 super chat. King want them to turn big rocks into little rocks. Facts.
Facts.
All right, I think we missed a couple.
Facts.
A little bit. Hollywood Rules.
Up a little bit.
Yeah, with the $5 super chat. Happy Sunday to my
yes.
New York, West Virginia cousins not ducking no phase from Auntie of War. I hate that it's on PlayStation. Still time to pull it, Asha. Salute, General.
Okay.
Then
we have. Yeah, Afropovic. There's also no PlayStation, the PlayStation no disc, no buy sentiment. Yes, we'll see how far that goes. Then we have at Cream Puffkin, $5 super chat.
That's nasty.
As a PlayStation player, I'll be on Fable in February. All right, let's see.
That's my dude.
Did we get this one from Rook?
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm late. Just got out a brand new day. You read that one? Okay.
Yeah. Luscious with the membership.
Lucius Augustus, member of 59 months, Lloyd Bronze. Sorry, hella disrespectful for dropping that game right on Fable's neck. I hope this is a learning moment for Asha. Give them Popeye's biscuits.
Hold up.
Just back from seeing the best Spider-Man film put to screen, The Organic Webs. That will always be gross.
Oh my God.
Content creators make me sick.
I think Fable will blow up like Baldur's Gate. Fable is a whole
I hope
RPG.
Fable blew up like Baldur's Gate. That would be amazing. Days Raised with the 2, Kratos will sell not laundry bag lady. Okay, continue.
She does. She does. She has a burlap bag on. She does. So what else? We got Mr. Irishman already. Okay, we're going backwards. We got
Povic.
So all these Donataco ones weren't read. Like
anything without a heart.
Gears Day will be nominated for Game of the Year. I feel it. Afropovic again, £5 super chat. Is Cog doing his own blackout? Halo not selling too well on PlayStation 5. Was it worth it? Then we have Stitch with the $5 super chat. Never thought I would say this, but Donataco is on point today. Don't mess up now. Also, I would like an achievement for taking out that new soulless chick. Yes.
Yeah, we got Analog AI with the 20. I'm boycotting Sony after the PlayStation 4 generation. And Donataku with the 2. Gears E-Day will nominate for Game of the Year. I feel it.
He also feels that Grand Theft Auto 6 will be on Switch, but whatever.
And we got Mikey B 07, $2 super chat. Did someone say toes? I guess somebody's toes.
Yes, cog toes sitting in the sand.
Oh, the sand. We got Black Rodin, $10 super chat. Now watch. They're gonna make a new Halo to drop with or after the Helix launch, change stuff up, and the fan base still gets riled up and whines about it because it's not exactly how they imagined. Watch, of course.
Of course.
That's what I mean.
Fake hate.
Then we got Hargeet Chani, $5 super chat. I started Halo on my console and it looks quite a bit softer versus PC for me. I played on a very high-end rig, 4090, just finished it last night. Yeah, 100% is going to look softer on the console. That's 100% true. Facts. Then we have the Don CJG 6263, £5 super chat. Doom doesn't feel like Halo because they're not making a Halo game. You're comparing apples and oranges. No, what we're talking about is the engine itself as well. Look, I feel like it would try to make a Halo game. Whether it feels more like a Doom game or not, it remains to be seen. But it's just they've been making Doom games for a very long time. So we'll see. We'll see. We won't. This is all wishful thinking at the end of the day. Yeah. Then we got Donataku again, $5 super chat. Need to watch it again, but right now, Across the Spider-Verse 2 is number 1. Spider-Man 2 Toby, number 2, and number 3, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Yeah, I forgot about the Spider-Verse movies. Those were great too.
Those are good. You forgot the one below Donataku.
And the anime Disney Plus Spider-Man show. That show was good.
The same mother effers nitpicking Halo CE remake are the same ones who gave T-Lu Part 1 remake a 10 out of 10.
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong on that one.
Then we got Let Me Play with Your Joystick, $2 super chat.
yo.
You hitting from which angle, Sob? I don't recall having said that at all. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Then we have Karen's Raisin Potato Salad. Oh, no. Do
That's
not
my
put
favorite.
raisins in a potato salad. That's horrible. $5 super chat. This boy King of Tenderoni, big ass Mario T and bamboo earrings, Bluetooth socks. What the Bluetooth socks? Okay.
You know what's funny? Because at first I thought that was like Spanish or something, like a different language.
He thought it was a different language. Then we have Teddy P, $2 super chat. Who allowed these port beggars to Halo? Wow. And we have Done Taku again, $2 super chat. We need Destin Daniel Cretin, Cretin, I don't know, it's a Cretin or Cretin, to replace Feige. I don't know who this dude is.
No. I'm not replacing Kevin Feige for anything. Amy Pascal is a lot to blame for a lot of stuff, but I'm not replacing Kevin Feige for nothing. God bless.
Then we have Cerebral Paul, $5 super chat. Addict and I heard our backs carrying Cog and E-Day. Yo. Then we have Donna Taku again, $2 super chat. Spider-Man Brand New Day was Pete. Yes, very good, very good. Then we have Hector the Macho Man, $5 super chat. I guess PS Network being down last week isn't important enough, but Xbox Live is, though. I understand because the guys on the blue side don't play games. Then we have, let me see, Amon Burns, $392.
Hold up. No, super chat.
You guys seen the trailer for the new
Well, let me
Michael
get the
B.
Amon
Jordan
Burns.
flick?
What's the crack, boys? Well, I see Sony loves to kill its own brand. All Xbox needs. Oh, there's one going live now.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Just read it after you read that one.
All Xbox needs to do is not copy Sony, and Halo going to the PS5. What a waste of time. Let's go scroll down. And the one that I read over was the Iron Rook, $5 super chat. You guys seen the trailer for the new Michael B. Jordan flick? Yeah, the Thomas Crown Affair. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Remake of the Pierce Brosnan movie. So looks cool.
Seen it.
I saw Damson Idris inside a Black Panther-like movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one's coming out in 2027, I think, something like that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I could see why he was like passed over outside of the conspiracy theories that I've been running with.
Yeah. I think we're done.
Let's get up out of here. All right, so bye, y'all.
Love y'all. See y'all next week where everyone will be in costume. It's going to be an interesting week.
Addict, let's get the outros for you. What do you be doing? Where can they find you? What's going on, sir?
I'm going to start on the review for this other game. So be on the lookout relatively soon.
All right, that's what's up. Solve. Outside of the
Yeah.
fact that you won't be found anywhere, where can they find you? What would you do?
Hopefully play more Campaign Evolved, more 007, more Black Flag Resynced. We'll see. And then obviously there's more stuff coming out, but there is a little bit of a lull right now. So let me try to get through these games. We'll see how that goes.
That's what's up. Well, for me, you'll be catching me on Xbox Frontline News Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where the king does his thing live for you people, with Friday being a special day where we get to Fight Night Fridays. Now, I do have to talk to Addict with helping me put timestamps into my videos, okay? So you guys can leave me alone and stop coming after me. Yes, and they keep saying, Addict, help this man put timestamps in. Yes, I will talk with Addict with doing so, but I got to rub my wife's feet. She's been up since 8:30 this morning doing everything. I got to get the baby oil out. I got to rub her feet, get in between her toes, soak her toes, rub her back, do whatever she needs me to do to make her feel absolutely worship. It's worshiping day. We're finished early, and the king is about to get on his knees and worship his wife. Yes. So I'll catch you guys later.